All right, that's enough music, y'all. Let's get on here real quick. Let me shut this thing off. There we go. All right, that's enough music. What's going on, y'all? We got three fights, right? We got three fights. Actually, we got some. Um, was it Combate Global got some fights coming up tomorrow too? But UFC wise, we got three fights. So what's up, y'all? What's going on, y'all, in the chat? We back. We back. And I want to talk about a few things with these fights. I'm gonna make some picks. I'm gonna give y'all my predictions, and I want to know y'all's too, man. We're gonna start with this one flyweight fight first. I didn't even know, man. I forgot. I ain't even gonna lie. I forgot this fight was on the same card because this is the Strickland Magomedov card, right? So it's kind of going to be one of them early ones. I think it starts at like 3 or 4 o'clock. So prelim started like maybe let's say 4. So your main is going to start at 7. All right, the main card starts at 7. So what's up, y'all? We're gonna go into some of these fights. We got a bantamweight fight and 2 flyweight fights. Originally, we were supposed to have Yana. I have to change the title now, right? It's not Kana Sky anymore. It's Santos, right? Yana Santos. I mean, we all know her as Yana Kana Sky, but she legally changed her. So I mean, sometimes spouses don't do that. They still try to keep the same name, but we gonna call her. We'll call her Santos. We're gonna switch the title. All right, Santos Rosa. All right, we got that fight. We got this Ivana Petrovic making her UFC debut versus Luana Carolina, and then the fight I'm looking forward to is Ariane Lipski versus Melissa Gatto. Melissa Gatto, man, that's the one I'm looking forward to because this one should get somebody in the rankings. I'm just saying, this fight should get somebody in the rankings, y'all. Look at BJ up in here. I know BJ got something to say about Yana and Kara Rosa, but we ain't talking about that fight. Let's talk about this Ivana Petrovic and Luana Carolina fight. I mean, like I said, that tells you how close I've been following this one. I forgot it was on the card, but I'm kind of interested. I'm interested because Ivana Petrovic is a Aries FC flyweight champion. And I know some of y'all heard me talk about her a few times, man. Y'all heard me talk about her a few times, man, seeing that I have said that she's promising, but maybe getting signed a little too soon. But we'll see, man. I mean, she's 6-0. She makes the right adjustments in fights, to get the job done. She's a solid ground fighter. She's solid on, the grappling. Has a few finishes. Yeah, I believe she's finished like, well, let's see. Let's pull up her resume. She's finished like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 opponents out of her 6. She's fought Chanel Dyer in the amateurs and finished her in the amateurs. So, this girl's got some promise to her. She's strong. From what I've seen on the ground, she looks pretty impressive. Striking still needs a little bit of work, but as long as she understands that and develops it, should be no problem. I don't want to, see another Teresa Bleda situation going on here. So I think they're kind of giving her a somewhat of a soft touch, but maybe not, because Lana Carolina has kind of an awkward style. I think on paper, a lot of people think there's going to be an easy fight for Petrovic, that they're giving her an easy one, but this could be a type of fight that will kind of show you what Petrovic needs to work on, like as far as footwork. Like, can she get Luana Carolina down? Like, can she catch up to her? Luana can be a awkward type of fighter. She can be awkward and hard to finish. I mean, Vasily Cachoeira, she couldn't finish it. So if you don't have like the footwork and the ability to cut off the cage, she can kind of play with you. She can kind of play with you on the feet. So in a way, they're kind of giving her somebody that's not going to do much damage. Like we can't expect, we're not expecting Luana Carolina to go in there and put hands like thunderous hands on Ivana, but she could play with her on the feet, and just pile up points. So that's kind of a safe touch. It ain't like Teresa Blade. They gave Teresa Blade and Natalia Silva, man, and that jump. Oh man, that was crazy, man. See, this is different, man. Because look, Teresa Blader, man, they put her in there with the killer, man. I mean, somebody with and power, speed, power, and combinations. That's going to be standing their ground. See, Luana Carolina, she'll move, she'll touch you a little bit, and she's got some tie clinches here and there, but she's not really gonna go in there and try to spin kick and land like this heavy blow to your head. She's more of a points type of fighter. Like, look, how many fights has Luana Carolina finished in the UFC? Not how many times she's been finished, but how many has she finished? Let's see. Since she's been in the UFC since 2019, Luana Carolina has no finishes. She's 3-3. So this might be a chopping block fight. This might be a chopping block fight as well, man. Look at this. She's beat Cachoeira, that's a good win. Luby, it was a close fight. Poliana Botelho. Sorry. And then she got finished by Lipski. Molly McCain. Lost a close fight to JoJo. Yeah, so she might be on the chopping block with this one, y'all. She's 3-3. And if she goes in there and gets finished, yeah, she might be saying goodbye, man. But yeah, I'm looking at, her resume. Yeah, this is going to be kind of a safe fight for Petrovic as far as, having to mostly having to adjust to somebody who moves around a lot, see if she can take down a UFC fighter on this caliber. She doesn't really have to worry about heavy punches. Like I said, not a heavy puncher. She hasn't really finished anybody. So just beware, man. She might go in there and be on the lookout. She might go in there and baffle this girl on the feet. Because like I said, Petrovic, her footwork and her striking still isn't the best. When I first seen her win the Aries FC belt a little while back, she won it by a finish, but there was still some moments where she was getting touched. Luckily, she could always get the fight to the ground. Like her last girl she was fighting, was touching her up pretty good, but she got the fight to the ground, so that's what I'm expecting here. This is a striker versus grappler. It's going to have to be Petrovic, mauling Luana Carolina, putting it to the cage and, going for the takedowns, and keeping that top pressure, looking maul, put them elbows in Luana Carolina's face. But Luana Carolina, she likes to move in there. Like I said, she can move and she'll touch you. She'll put that long front kick to your stomach. So Petrovic, time them kicks, grab one, pull her down, get a single leg, look for a submission. Hey, you never know how this one. You never know how this one can go. Like, I'm not putting a lot of weight on this one for another newcomer, because like I said, I need to see a little bit more from her. We made that mistake before. You have fighters like Gabriela Fernandez come in. She's already 0-2. Blada came in undefeated, gets knocked out. This could be another case where a fighter like Petrovic is coming along and, she'll find out what she needs to work on. A little learning experience. But with that being said, I don't know, man. Luana Carolina to me just doesn't look to assert herself in there. I don't know if it's because she knows she doesn't have the power, but I just don't know, man. Like, she just doesn't sit down on her shots enough. She doesn't use the long jab to the best of her ability. She's got that length like Caitlin Chikagan, but she doesn't really throw enough volume out there to baffle fighters, and like she doesn't really mix in a good ground game. So if I was a pick, man, I'm gonna lean towards Petrovic in this one. No, I kind of lean towards Petrovic, maybe by like a 29-28 decision, or possibly like a submission. I know Carolina is not going to get a finish, and if she does, man, that'd be crazy. If one of Carolina gets a finish, I mean, hey, more power to her. But I don't think anybody really sees her getting a finish. So Carolina could get a decision, but Petrovic, she could win a decision or possibly get a submission and win. But so I'm gonna go with Petrovic. I think Petrovic might win this fight, and I think you'll see her the holes I've been talking about in her game in this fight. But I think she'll pull it out, man. I think she'll probably pull it out because if Lana doesn't assert herself in this fight, man, she'll fall behind, man. She'll fall behind again. OB just said he got Luana Carolina. Dang, that's different. I'm surprised you're going for Luana Carolina. I thought you'd go with the grappler, man. I thought you would go with somebody that does, does the grappling thing that you like so much. Darby said he's got Petrovic gets a finish. Yeah, she's got the ability to get a finish or submission, in my opinion. I think submission, but I don't think knockout or anything. Let's see. Easy E said the way ESPN letting go, ain't nobody safe. You talking about like Max Kellerman? Did Max Kellerman just get fired? Yeah, Max Kellerman. What was it? What was that show he used to do? Yeah, Max Kellerman just got fired, didn't he? Yeah. Anyways, hey, you just never know, man. Yeah, BJ, I'm surprised you picking Luana Carolina in this situation. I really am. I thought you would go with the grappler for real. Like, Petrovic is, she's got skills. Not not the same style as like Juju, but she's got skills. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Petrovic in this fight. I think she'll be able to get it, man. I think she'll be able to get it because she's got that assertiveness about her style. She has adjusted. Like, you will see her adapt to the situations. I'm gonna go with Petrovic in this one. Luana might get one round, but that's about it. I hope she can keep her career afloat. 3-3. Yeah, so she might be on that chopping block, man. They just signed some new fighters. What's the one girl, Luana Santos, taking on Juju? Just signed another one, so we'll see. But let's go over to this featherweight fight. Almost said bantamweight. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's 145 pounds. Let's talk about Yana Santos and Carol Rosa, y'all. Okay. I know y'all excited about this one. Well, I'm not going. Nah, I'm not. I was gonna say I forgot this until I just messing with BJ. Now I didn't forget about this fight because I'll be looking at whatever featherweight action we can get, and Yana Santos at 145. This is probably where she needs to be at this age. I don't know if it's going to help her change her style up any, or if she's going to be any stronger or any powerful as far as how she strikes. But yeah, I think that looking at her last couple of performances, I think 145 will fit her. Carol Rosa, she's definitely built like a featherweight. I mean, she's kind of got a, but she's kind of one of those bottom heavy fighters, like Clarissa Shields. They big legs, wider hips. They got that wider foundation. And, I would say Carol Rosa, with her style, she's kind of been lacking in the defense a little bit throughout the past few fights. She likes to go in there straight forward, putting pressure on to land her strikes, but she's been wide open for right hands. And when you let Sarah McMahon drop you, I'm like, whew. Sarah McMahon drops you, it's like, oh man. I think Carol Rosa, her ground game still needs a lot of work. I did pick her to beat Sarah McMahon that night, but I just think after seeing that fight, her wrestling it still lacks something. She still kind of lacks something as far as her footing and how she gets control even against the cage. Yana, her best chance to me is to avoid like a striking match. I think she needs to use that weakness against Rosa and get this fight to the ground and go for another decision. Because I don't really think it'd be wise for her to try to mix it up on the feet. Maybe if she can set up a trap here and there on Rosa, but no need for her to stick her chin out there. Never don't go out there and stick your chin out there. I'm still thinking that Aspen Ladd fight. That was a fight where she was kind of outlanding Aspen Ladd and doing well with her reach, but then sticks her chin out there, boom. Rosa got some power. Rosa got a little bit of power on her shots. Ravioli says striker versus grappler. I don't know what to think of this fight. Yeah, really, that's what we got so far. 2 striker versus grappler matches. I'm going with the grappler against Ivana Petrovic against Luana Carolina. And the Rosa fight, Yana can strike a little bit. She can strike. She can throw hands a little bit, but a bit slow. I still think at a mid-range, inside the pocket, I would favor Rosa. So when those type of exchanges come up, Yana needs to just take the fight to the ground. Easy. So I can never trust Yana the way she got handled by Holly Holm. She should have been tossed out the rankings for that. Hey, I picked Holly in that one. Just for that very reason, I had to pick Holly. I said, Holly's going to take her to school. Holly's improved wrestling. It really shouldn't have been a problem. It really shouldn't have been a problem to Yana, who likes to think of herself as a well-rounded fighter. And she said she knows Holly since they trained together. But, Holly showed, I was putting that strength on. I was like, dang, yo. Holly was fighting for a finish. Brian said Rosa's a dog. I'll take her over Santos at 135, 145. This is Yana's best weight class. Yeah, Yana, I think she definitely looks better at 145. I think without the rough weight cut, she'll have more energy, maybe a little bit more pop on her strikes. I think Rosa kind of lets up sometimes. Like, she can be aggressive, but there was a couple of times in that fight. Who was she? Her previous fight. Hold on. Her previous fight. Hang on one second. Not the Sarah McMahon fight, but Norma Dumont. The Norma Dumont fight. She was kind of fighting behind Norma too much. I know that's 2 different styles, but I thought she was doing a lot of weight. She didn't really have any success, full-on success, till she set up that right and dropped Norma in the 3rd round. Competitive rounds, but I never really seen her like level up. So, I think keeping it stand is important for Rosa, because when she gets put on her back, she's in trouble. She's going to let Yana buy a lot of time, get a lot of ground control time. So let me see. If I had to make a pick in this one, I think I'm going to go with the grappler again, Yana. I think that this weight class does favor her more. And I think that it's not going to be like a pretty fight. It's not going to be exciting or anything like that. But I'm just going with the fighter I think can utilize their IQ a little bit better, and their strength that they have. Once she gets the fight to the ground, Rosa has a little bit of trouble getting her feet, especially at 145. I think I'm going to pick Yana, man. I definitely wouldn't put money on it easy, though. I'm just going out on a limb on this one, though. Darby said, what's the point? UFC having featherweight bouts. Why not cut them? I don't know, man. I don't know what their plan is. It would be better if they Darby said Rosa Santos is labeled as a featherweight bout. Yeah, it is. It is. It's a featherweight fight. It's a featherweight fight. They're fighting at 145. They weighed in at 145. Trey said, anyone know if 145 has been officially cut? No, it hasn't been officially cut yet, because these girls are still fighting at 145. Chelsea Chandler and Norma Dumont is at 145. And let me double check. July 15th. Eileen Perez and Ashley Evans Smith, that's 135. Okay. Yep. Norma Dumont, Chelsea Chandler is still on for 145. So they might still go ahead and make a belt. They might make it, a belt pop up here, a vacant belt pop up at some point, and a ranking system might pop up. I don't know. Easy said the only reason I see UFC keeping featherweight is if they get Kayla Harrison. Probably. I mean, she is a free agent now, right? Who knows what they might be working on? Like, I don't think a Cyborg Kayla fight is coming anytime soon. So that could be. Okay. Giannis is good at making it boring. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. Like taking it down and making it a top control type of fight, like she did with Ketlin Vieira. That's probably going to be her best bet in this one. BJ said Yana has to make this a cagey fight. Yeah, take away the footwork, take away the mid-range striking of Rosa, and she might have some problems. I didn't really see Rosa use too much of her physical strength in that last fight, so it's hard to say she's gonna be like this stronger fighter at featherweight compared to Yana. I think Yana might be more so acclimated to the weight. That's just me. Ravioli says that why Kayla doesn't have a fight. Yeah, I think Kayla's, she's not in PFL right now. They got the girls fighting at featherweight instead of lightweight. So yeah, she's kind of just hanging right now. Nothing announced for her. Yeah, they have a good making, Brian, for a featherweight division. They definitely do, man. They just don't invest in it. Like, I don't understand what Dana's problem is. Like, you invest in power slap, but you won't invest in featherweights where you could get a lot of finishes. I'm sure a lot of casual fans would rather see a women's featherweight division than a power slap league, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how the average mind thinks. Nowadays, when it comes to people in this power slap junk, man, it's like people support that, but Dana supports that, but he won't invest in a division where you already have women signed on as featherweights and want to fight at featherweight. But that's a ongoing rant argument we always have, or I always have. Ravioli says that, oh yeah, Larissa's a double champ now. Yep. Oh man. She destroyed. Wait, is it over? I thought there's another fight before Larissa becomes featherweight champion. I thought Larissa's gonna fight Kolesnik again. This will be the third time that she knocked her out. Zama said Pena totally ruined Kayla's career by beating Nunes. Yeah, she kind of did, man, because she was ready for that fight. She was ready for that fight, but Pena came in and said, I'm gonna catch her slipping, and then that hype kind of died down. You see none of that no more. So I'm gonna go with Yana. All right, who do y'all got so far? Who do y'all got? Petrovic, Carolina, and who else do y'all got here? Let's see. I'm holding off on the main fight I want to talk about. Who do y'all got? Petrovic, Carolina, Santos, or Rosa? Estrella said, absolutely no mention of that slap crap here, so I thought they must have cut it. Nope, they ain't cut it. It's just because we got more sense than that over here. We just got more sense than that. That's why we don't talk about it. But that power slap crap is thriving somewhat. It's thriving. Yeah, it's just like a TikTok or YouTube short thing, or it's like a world star type of thing to me. That's why I don't understand like why people like it. Like the major channels talk about it, but yeah, I don't. We don't discuss that junk. Like I don't even know if they have a belt for that crap. Okay, Darby said Kayla has Cyborg. It's a huge fight still, even though Cyborg would finish her. Yeah, that's about the biggest payday she'll get at this point. I think bigger than anybody in the UFC right now because Amanda's gone. Nobody bigger than that in the in the UFC for her to fight. Straya said he's got Petrovic and Santos, but no confidence. Not really. I ain't got confidence in any of these picks, man. Why? I, I ain't got no confidence in these picks, man. For real. Yana, Carol. Carol kind of disappointed me in the last two fights. I thought Carol was gonna beat Sarah McMahon, man. And then she came up short in the Norma Dumont fight. I was like, come on now. So she needs this fight. She needs this win. She needs this win. Zama said he's got Ivana, Petrovic, Carol Rosa, and Melissa Gatto. Ravioli said Kayla can fight Sarah McMahon or Kat Zingano as her Bellator debut. Man, it's about time for Kat to get that cyborg fight, ain't it? Ain't it about time for her to fight, man? Why they still haven't? Come on. Kayla come in there and might maul and destroy Kat at this point. He said, I just laughed at. He said, we got more sense than ever. Pretty much. I mean, the only time I mentioned the power, what is it called? Power slap crap, PSL, power slap crap, whatever it is. That's the only time I talk about it. That's why Dana wouldn't hire me on as no commentator, not even for the UFC, because I can't stand the power slap junk that he has going on. Six, what's going on, man? He said, I got confidence in Gatto, though. I got confidence in that fight. And that's what we're going to talk about. Now, let's talk about Ariane Lipski and Melissa Gatto. Man, I guess I've been eyeballing the Gatto and Sarge fight. So I kept picturing this like huge height advantage, But look at this picture, man. Like, did y'all know Lipski was going to be this tall and this big compared to Gatto? Like, I kept thinking of like a thinner Lipski and a much more hulking Gatto. Like, I know Gatto is a little bit more ripped. Gatto has a little bit more muscle tone. She is real ripped. But when you look at like the frame, even like Lipski's bone structure here, like she doesn't look as thin like as I thought she used to. Like she's kind of like, even like, let me put this comment down here. Like hips is still small, the waist is still small, but like when you compare it, it's like they're about even, man. They're about even. So without looking at the tail of the tape or even like matching them up, I just kept having this visual that Gatto was going to be the bigger fight in this situation. And shame on me for thinking that, right? And not taking the time to do like I usually do and match them up. So Melissa, yeah, she's 5'5", which that's a good size flyweight. When you get up to 5'6" and up, that's pretty tall. But 5'5" is good. But you got Lipski at 5'6". Yeah, because her and JoJo, they were about the same height when they fought. Same type of length too. 5'5", 5'6", 67-inch reach for Lipski, and for Gatto, it's a 69-inch reach. Yeah, so she's long. That's the thing. Like Gatto is long. That's why Gatto was putting them teep kicks down in the gut. In the gut of Sarge. She got them long limbs, and she was putting that jab in, long right hand in Sarge's face, because she's long, man. But going into this fight here, man, I don't know. Like Gatto is going to have a work cut out for her with this type of striking. Lipski's a improving striker, and she has a lot of power. She has some good accurate punches too. I've been watching some of the footage of her development, and when it comes down her striking, this is what turns girls into grapplers when they fight her. This is what turns girls into grapplers that aren't grapplers when she gets to putting hands on you. JoJo became a grappler that night. I believe Molly McCann did when they fought her, and they beat her. But when you try to stand with her, man, she got some power in the man. So Lipski, the more and more she develops, and she was training with Amanda Nunes, her game gets a little bit tighter, in her confidence, in her hands, in her stance. They've gotten so much better. They get better, man. And then factor in the takedown defense. Like she knows Lipski knows like when she gets into a striking groove, these girls are gonna try to take her down. But look at her takedown defense in that JJ Aldrich fight. Look at the takedown defense. Like when these girls try to drop a level and grab her, boom. She's stopping them with that tie clinch. She's wrapping that hands around the neck, and she's kneeing you in the gut. She's kneeing you in the gut, pushing you back, creating separation. So Gatto got to be aware of that, because Gatto, I believe, if Gatto feels like she can't catch up to the speed or time those strikes, she's gonna want to drop levels. So her takedowns, Gatto's takedowns, they can't be predictable. She can't shoot in. Like I believe Gatto way better grappler, in certain situations. Like, but better grappler than JJ Aldrich, So I think her entry will be different, but she just can't get caught into that takedown defense / offense of Lipski. But I'm looking at this size, man. Y'all didn't know it's gonna be like that, man. So I think physically, Gatto might be the stronger fighter on the inside, maybe against the cage in some situations like that. Now the mid range and like rangy fight, Lipski could find her rhythm and start doing damage with those calf kicks. That's another thing. Like I think Lipski's training with Nunes has kind of improved her calf kicks too. Like she throws them things with bad intentions now, and them straight punches. So much. It's going to be much needed for Gatto to close distance, early smother, get her to the cage, and get these fights, get these rounds to the ground as quick as possible. But the improved takedown defense and striking is really what's making this fight closer and closer to me. But I think Gatto can do it, man. I think Gatto has the fundamentals of a striker, solid fundamentals of a striker, great ground game. The BJJ is on point. Her position on the ground, for back, on the top. She's really, really good at looking for submissions. And I think she could possibly submit Ariane Lipski in this fight, man. Like, I believe if it gets to the ground, I think she can find that opening. If she can get Lipski on her back or do enough damage, she can catch Lipski a little frantic, and she'll find that neck, man, or she might find that arm if she's on her back, and she can get that guard up. I think she can lock in an armbar on Lipski, man. Yeah, I think stronger fighter on the ground and in the clinch is going to be Gatto. But Lipski, she can win this fight on the feet. If she can control it, man, if she can keep them angles, and if Gatto can't time her, she could be putting straight punches down the pipe all night on her, man. I can see it now, man. But I think Gatto's got enough intelligence here on the ground and how to get it to the ground. And like I said, also has a good jab, good long strikes. So timing is going to be a big part for Gatto to win this fight, I think. But I think she got it, man. She's been training. It's been a year, but I think she can do it, man. I think she can do it. Zama said Gatto, yeah. Oh, yeah, better than JJ Aldrich when it comes to that. JJ just started really getting the groove on with her wrestling and takedown defense. When she started really getting that work in with Rose and them, Lipski would fit like a glove at ONE FC with her hairstyle. He said Lipski would fit like a glove at ONE FC. Like, what you mean as far as her hairstyle? You mean like, man, now that you mentioned ONE FC, what's that one girl that just got popped? You know who I'm talking about, Easy E. If you follow ONE FC, who was the girl that just got popped? The Brazilian fighter, Brazilian kickboxer. Somebody over there just got popped for EEDs. Can't think of her name right now. She fought I just got sidetracked because now when I wanted to mention that the other day, I can't think of her name, man. Yeah, Metza Barber. Yeah, Metza Barber. Yeah, Metza Barber. That's it. She got popped, yo. Her and another fighter, guy fighter. Yep, Julie Metzebarber. Yep, she got popped, man. I wonder what the punishment's gonna be on her, man. She gonna get sorry. I wonder if she's gonna get 2 years out or what. Girl over here messing up, man. Come on now. Come on. Yeah. It's Metzebarber. Julie Metzebarber. Let me see what y'all talking about here. Let's see. I'm gonna go up here. Okay, Brian said he's got Lipski in the clinch after what she did to JJ with those knees. Stray said Lipski got KO'd by Rock'em Sock'em Robot Cachoeira. Poor IQ. Gatto fought better girls. She's also more resilient and has a mean streak. Gatto might stop her early. It was a good point. Yeah, because yeah, I think Lipski's improving as a fighter. Yeah, but yeah, everybody she's beat, was on that level that yeah, she should be beaten. But when she steps up in competition, I mean, she did lose to Montana too. But I'm looking, man. I'm giving her credit for her improvements too. She looks a little bit better with her striking, man. Like she's looking a little bit better. But yeah, that Cachoeira fight was terrible. That was a poor IQ. Like if she knew Cachoeira was gonna strike with her, she should have been keeping straight punches. Like that fight wasn't that long ago. So yeah, you have to factor that in as well as far as her IQ. Yeah, Lipski's IQ in that Cachoeira fight, that was pitiful, man. Like she knew that puncher was coming after. She should have been controlling, but she started trading and got knocked out. Especially if the fight was at 135. It was a higher weight. She should have been fighting a little bit smarter. But yeah, I think in the clinch, Gatto was a little bit more dangerous. Gatto has some power on her punches as well, and she can strike. She can strike. This ain't gonna be like a one-sided striking battle, but I really want to see Gatto catch that timing of Lipski and then get the fight to the ground. Yeah, stoppage could come either way in this fight to me, but finish on the ground, I think Gatto. I think it's all Gatto. I believe her positioning when she looks for submissions, it's textbook. Not like textbook in a predictable way, but like she's very fluid. Just don't go in there and gas out, trying to, go for the submission, like she kind of did with Tracy Cortez. So, okay, Marcus said one FC cut Mesa Barber. Yeah, okay, yeah, she's just straight up gone. All right, they cut her. All right. James Perez, what's up? He said, who do you think they are going to give Barber next? Uh, they might give her. She's ranked over Jennifer Maya now, so they might give her Murphy or Chikagan next. They might give her Chikagan. Yeah, I think Maya's definitely a good test, but since she's ranked over Maya, they might not. They might try to give her a higher opponent. The real MVP, what's up? He said Lipski's not getting me again. I don't trust her. Man, you crazy. That's how I think, man. That's how I feel about Carol Rosa, man. I'm like, she ain't getting me again, man. He said Lipski's not getting me again. He said, I don't trust her. That's how I feel, man, with Carol Rosa and Lipski. I'm like, y'all ain't getting me, man. Oh, Easy. He said, I'm actually surprised. I think a lot of ones fighters on that secret juice. Hey, you never know. I mean, like if Metza Barber and the one fighter they caught, that's got to be like 10 more, maybe 8 more. I don't know. It's got to be. Thomas says zero backpedal from Lipski, so she can't avoid Cachoeira. Even if you ain't got a backpedal, you got a long jab. Like, duck your head. Like, you don't even need the backpedal. Like, it's actually dangerous to kind of backpedal whenever you got a fighter like that's trying to come at you. Like, at least like take your head off the line. Stick that jab in the face. Stick that jab in the face, man. That was just sad, man. Bluebird, what's up? He said he think that Lipski got smarter after that fight. I'm hoping she has. Yeah, I'm hoping she has, man. I'm hoping, but it wasn't too long ago. Maybe she did learn from it. That's all we can hope. Darby said, what do you think about Tracy Cortez versus Jasmine? That's a good fight. That's a good fight. It's a good fight for Tracy, who's been out for a year. Her and Tracy and Melissa Gatto fought. Yeah, Tracy Cortez and Melissa Gatto. They both were out a year after they fought each other, right? They both been out over a year. So that's a good return for Tracy Cortez. That's a good return for Tracy Cortez because she needs somebody like this, just to kind of get back in the mix. I don't think she needs like a Jennifer Maia right now. I think Jennifer Maia, a fighter like Jennifer Maia or Chikagian would beat Tracy Cortez right now. So give her somebody that's tough, a little limited, but durable, big and strong, kind of test out, see where she's at. Easy said Teddy Atlas will curse you out talking about backpedal. Oh, man, Teddy Atlas be just talking. Lipski has never fought a fight I expected her to win, except Zombie Girl. The fight with Montana, like, to me, she could have won that fight. I kind of thought she would have won that fight. Yeah, but the Tracy Cortez Jasmine Jazzy fight, that's gonna be a good one, I think. Jazzy's kind of in a mode right now where you can't really tell her nothing. She's limited, but Jazzy, James said Jazzy gonna take care of Cortez. Jazzy wrestles too. Cortez wrestles, but Jazzy, she wrestles. And if it turns into that type of match, that girl's big, man. She a big flyweight. And she know how to use her strength too. Girl's already in her 30s, so she be using that old woman strength on them. She's already, you know what I mean? Like some of these young girls in the early 20s, they still can like get stronger. But some of these women in their 30s, they're on their full grown woman strength, man. Like she's big. And she can take a punch too. She can take a punch. Punch is kind of slow, but she still throws them, and she throws in combinations too. So it'd be a dangerous fight for Cortez. We'll see if Cortez can clinch and neutralize and get position on top. But Jazzy's gonna give her problems, man. I think right now Jazzy's kryptonite are movers, movers and shakers, those type of fighters that can move and pick her apart. But like, if you go into her game plan of closing distance, she'll be on you. That's why I said Miranda Maverick shouldn't even, fought that type of fight, But she didn't really have that pop on her strikes either. So she came kind of, not kind of a sitting duck for it. She fell right into the hands of the bigger fighter. I kind of lean towards Jazzy right now. Kind of lean, yeah, she a dirty fighter. Running Reese says she a dirty fighter. Yeah, she's a dirty fighter. She said, I don't know if Cortez will find a way to win. I'm going Tracy. Yeah. I think Tracy's a little bit more, I think she's a little bit more experienced. So I think she could pull something off. So we'll see. She's been out for a while. Brian said I was rooting for Montana, but with the grappling, I didn't expect her to win. Yeah. Oh yeah, real MVP said, "What do you think about Shavkat's sister?" I watched some of her fights, and she's nasty in the clinch. Yeah, that girl nasty, man. Like even in like closing range, like her body kicks, that girl, she's vicious, man. I don't know if she's a little bit more vicious than what's her name, Aline Pieta, Alex Pieta's sister, because they both have that mean streak, kind of like their brothers. But Pieta, she literally lose that Helen Peralta fight. I mean, she is mean, but this girl here, Shavkat's sister, man, I was looking at a couple of her fights. Yeah, she's coming into the Contender Series. I think she's gonna add some nice energy to this strawweight, right? Is she coming in? Yeah, is she one of the strawweight fights? Because they got like 8 or 9 strawweight fights, I believe, or 8 or 9 strawweight fighters. Hey man, they out here popping off fireworks already, man. It's Saturday. I mean Friday. Out here blasting fireworks and what? 4th of July for another 5 days? Sorry, something like 2 days. 4 days. Hold on. I'm looking at something right now. Hold on. Atlas. Atlas will make you believe you're a firefighter. Oh yeah, yeah. You need that kind of talk in the corner though. Easy said Barbara Maya should be the fight. They both coming off of good wins. Yeah, if you're looking for ultimate test, no, I won't say ultimate because Chukagan's a ultimate test too, I think. But if you're looking for like a well-rounded test for Macy Barber, somebody that's gonna test her all the way around, like harder punches and ground game and testing out her ability to take Jennifer Maya down or clinch, somebody with physical strength and some heavy punches and some footwork, I think that yeah, Jennifer Maya would be a good test for her. I think that would be a really good test for her. BJ said expectations are high for Cortez. Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting her to go in there and not fall into the game plan of Jazzy. I can't help but kind of lean towards Jazzy because she's so aggressive and the physical fight is her fight. But expectations are high, man, because she is ranked. I know she's coming off of a bit of a layoff, but somebody like Jazzy is kind of limited, so I'm holding her to a certain degree where she should be able to adjust in there and fight a smart fight. Yeah, I don't know where her head is at though, man. Like, seemed like she had a lot going on. She might be the right size and right strength to handle. She's a little bit bigger, she's a little bit bigger and taller, right, than Miranda Maverick. So it sits down on her punches a little bit more. So I think she might be the right size to neutralize Jazzy. That's possible. Yeah, if Shavkat's sister is anything like him, yeah, she could be a killer. She could be. Yeah, Brian said low, high risk, low reward for Macy. Yeah, yeah, because she's ranked under her. Yes, I would still prefer Chukagan, but like if you want an ultimate test of your skills, I think Jennifer Maya would be that. But if you want both, test your skills and a higher ranking, you go for Chukagan. Chukagan, beat Chukagan, beat her, and get you a title shot. BJ appreciate a 2 spot. BJ said Gatto duck Robertson, so I don't know. Ooh. He said Gatto duck Robertson, man. Really? Who believes that? Who believes that? Who believes got Melissa Gatto duck Jillian Robertson of all people? I'm gonna come back to that. Hold on. Kel Quest, what's up? He's off topic, out of topic. But I had a weird dream. Ronda Rousey came back, Juliana Pena running at her with crazy punches, and Ronda hip tossing her to the ground. Is Ronda really coming back? No, she's not really coming back. I don't think she is coming back. Kel Quest. It was just like a situation I believe John Anik kind of brought up, and I addressed that in my video. Shout out to Kareem. He asked me to speak on it. He wanted to know what I thought, and I don't think Ronda's in any physical or mental shape to come back to fighting. WWE alone is taxing because there's a lot of pressure, a lot of star pressure. You know, it's physical. You beat your body up, jumping around in the ring and everything too. So people face a lot of damage in wrestling. Not like boxing, of course, like that type of stuff. But you mess your back up, mess your spine up in wrestling. So she's already kind of just in a different zone now. It's a lot of pressure doing that. So I don't think she's ever gonna come back I don't think that. Zama said Barbara Maya is ideal. He said Chikagan though even she can make even Barbara fight a snooze fest, and she might wind up winning. I think Chikagan is a better fight because she's ranked higher. You know, and if she can get by her, then I think they would definitely put her in a position to get a title shot. Gary Ball said Robertson's a fraud. Oh wow, he said Robinson was a fraud. Oh man, come on. James Press, if you ignore the ranking for a second, does beating Murphy mean more than beating Maya? Well, if you listen to exactly what I said before this, see, I broke this all down. Now listen, Maya is a better test skill wise, but this is a game of chess. Like I don't, I record these videos for a reason because I'm breaking this stuff down to y'all. I'm one step, I'm 10 steps ahead of you, James. Most of y'all. Listen, like what you saying is something I've already covered. Murphy is a chess move. She's higher ranked. Get it? Doesn't mean she's going to be a bigger test for Maya. She's a higher rank. So it comes down to what the matchmakers want and what is the best move for her to get closer to that belt, right? Same deal with Chikagan. With Chikagan is a better test. Like Chikagan is the test plus the higher ranking. See, Jennifer Maya is below her. She's a good test to make her a better fighter, but she risks losing her spot by fighting that fight with Jennifer Maya because she could give her spot up, fall below Jennifer Maya, right? Jennifer Maya's ranked below her. So the next best thing is to go up. Same way they did with Tyler, same they did with Manon. Manon fought Maya. Next thing was Chikagan, right? So at this point, her fight for Barbara's fight should be Chikagan or Murphy. It would be wiser to take those two fights when it comes down to it because it's like, yo, I'm 5-0 now. I'm already 5-0, so let me get closer to that title shot, right? That title eliminator, possibly. Yeah, Brian said Macy needs to fight higher with that kind of risk, right? Just fight higher with that type of risk. That's all I'm saying. Like, I would definitely watch the Jennifer Maya fight. It's a good fight, but it's just not a good decision right now. If you already passed that person, there's no need to step back. There's a test right there in front of you. Gatto ducking Jillian is absurd. She fought Cortez. She was a tougher test. Ooh, yeah, you heard that. Yeah, Cortez definitely a tougher test than Jillian. Tougher test, man. James said, where is Barbara Maya Murphy ranked right now? So Barbara's ranked above Jennifer Maya. Okay, no. Chikagan is 6, Murphy 7, Barbara is 8, and I believe Maya is 9 or pushing like 10. She's like 1 or 2 spots below her. I'll say 1. But if you get into closer to the top 5, and who knows, Jessica Andrade could be taken out pretty soon. So then that would make Macy Barber number 5, right? That would bump her up to number 5. So you want to get as close as possible to that rank now, to that belt. Because I mean, she keeps on about it now. She's like, I want to fight Grasso, whether she has a title or not. So she's going in the direction of that. Yeah. Robot Chicken said what's up, Robot Chicken? He said Barbara beats Maya and Chikagan. I got a bank on youth and evolving. Ooh. Very much possible. I still think Chikagan would edge it out, but if she can go in there and dominate Chikagan, hey, shoot, more power to her. Ravioli said Murphy's higher ranked and easy pickings. Exactly. Jillian only finishes people with little to no ground game. Ooh, I mean, is he lying? Cortez got a better resume and fights smarter. Uh-oh. A lot of people in there, a lot of people taking the fat pills tonight, ain't they, BJ? They taking reality pills tonight. And that's why I enjoy y'all in the chat for the most part. Most of y'all talk with some sense. I mean, even BJ talks with some sense, man. I ain't really heard nobody. That's a good thing about y'all in this chat. Like, y'all don't. I enjoy everybody in this chat because nobody is ever so, like, what's the word, die hard for a fan, where they're just so blinded by it. Like some of these Rose fans and Whaley's fans that talk crazy, man. Like, most of y'all, for the most part, are pretty onto something. Y'all always make some good points in there. Straya said Barber versus Murphy might mean Murphy gets retired badly. So I don't really want to see Murphy get butchered again, but it does get Macy higher ranked. Straya, you know you want to see that because you you want her out of here, man. I personally don't want to see it, but I I know you want to see it. Real MVP said chill on the Whaley fan. Hey, I mean the real Whaley fans, not the nuts. I don't mean like the fanatics. I'm talking about fans. I have no. I'm talking about fanatics. I have no problem with the fans because I'm a Whaley fan. I'm not a fanatic though. I'm not a jock rider like that. Definitely a fan, but I'm not a jock rider like the ones I'm talking about. Cortez is less dangerous than Jillian, but is more consistent. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, Cortez is position over submission. I know you probably agree with that, right, Gary? Like Cortez is like position over submission. You know, she's strong. She looks for, her when she punches, her strikes have meaning, and she looks to control constantly. Like she's not just looking for a takedown. She doesn't waste a lot of time. Like Cortez doesn't waste time. She doesn't waste time looking for the same takedown. You know what I mean? Like she'll find some way to win around. And when she does get you down, like she can just control you. She can control. She can take away your best weapons. Like that Blanchfield fight a little while back, but it was close. It was close. Could have went either way. BJ said, "I want to see Andrea Lee beat up." No, man, I don't. When did I ever say that? I never said that. I never said that, man. When did I ever say something like that? I want to see Andrea Lee in a good fight. That's all I said. Zama said Cortez has legit effective wrestling. That's the difference, right? Her wrestling is very effective. Position, very important. Top control is on point. Clinch is always good. So much cleaner. And if she could throw her weight around the right way and keep Jazzy off balance, she could probably get the victory, man. Got me teetering back towards her now. Darby said toxic and belligerent. No one here really likes that good community vibes. Everyone here is a true WMA fan. Yeah. Yeah, I respect that. Like, I can't stand belligerent, man. I can't stand the cussing and the delusion sometimes in those chats, man. Whew. Dang. Lipski looked big, man. Or is that no? She looked big, BJ. She looked big, man. Like I'm not exaggerating. Like she's not looking like a bantamweight. She's not looking like a bantamweight or anything. But no, she's looking like a legit flyweight now. She's longer here. She's good size, good waist. Very very good. Oh, Link. Oh, okay. Hang on, BJ, just a minute, man. Yeah, I got you. Hang on. Straya said, "Yeah, I think Murphy should retire. She's done, but I don't want to see her hurt bad. She's got to think of her future, her family's future." You right. You right. You right. I'm just messing around because Murphy at this point, I thought her and a JoJo fight would be good to kind of wrap up their careers. Because yeah, she's married and everything, and she's chilling. They both are now. And I think Murphy, is she's kind of in a dangerous position right now. She's still ranked in the top 10, but I don't know if her skills can hold up against some of these girls on the come up. Casey O'Neill, that's like a back and forth action fight where they would dish out a lot of offense on each other. Macy's a dangerous fighter right now for Lauren Murphy, for real. Natalia Silva. These girls are dangerous, man. I was glad they didn't make Manon versus Lauren Murphy. That would have been dangerous. Whew. Lauren was talking junk about Manon. She talking about Casey O'Neill, but shoot. Well, Manon would put hands on her, might stop her. So, shoot, she lucky that fight didn't happen. Gabby, what's up? Cortez versus Silva. Which Silva? Natalia Silva? Cortez versus Natalia Silva. I would have to go with Natalia Silva. Karine Silva versus Cortez. That's an interesting fight, man. I might right now, that would be 50-50, but I wouldn't be surprised Cortez would beat Karine Silva. I think Natalia Silva outpoints and washes Cortez because of her style. Oh, BJ, look, I want No Filter MMA at 1,000 subs this year. Subscribe, everyone. Yeah, I'm going to pin that right there. Cortez is a really strong wrestler, but she's a bit of a one trick. She's strong, but hey, she get hit too now. Like she's good now. Easy E said Murphy has reached her ceiling at 125 for real. Yeah, she is. She has, man. And she's in a dangerous position right now too. Like I said, man, she's just in a position where I think longer she stays around, these girls could hurt her, man. Hey, BJ, I'm going to email you that. I'm not going to send it to Instagram. I'm going to email it to you. Hold on. Hang on, BJ. I'm going to email you this link. Man, what am I talking about? Hold on. Man, forget that. I'm going to put it right here for now. If you want to click on it, you can. I'm going to put it right there, BJ, if you want to click. There's a link. Because I think I'm about done talking. But if y'all got something to say about some fights, any fights, or what's going on this weekend, Straight said Manon versus Rosa's fire. I got to take the beast, though. Yeah, man, this fight, I didn't ask for it, but it's starting to look a little bit more interesting, man. Rose is starting to put on a little bit more muscle. We'll see. All right, y'all. I got BJ from No Filter MMA in the building. What's up, BJ?
What's up, fam? What's going on, man?
Man, I'm just killing some time on Friday, man. Looking at these fights and making some picks. What you got, man? What's up?
Bro, I don't know what Lipski's dude. Lipski went from looking like she could make strawweight to looking like a damn beast in there, bro. I don't know what it is, you know what I'm saying? But she looked big, dude. Like her Lipski just looked big. I don't know what it is, bro, but she is big. Like I didn't really notice it. Like we talked about this before, Combo, but it's been a couple of fights, but when she was in there with Montana, bro, she looked small, dude. Like, and when she's been in there with a couple, when she was in there with Priscilla, she looked small. But dude, against JJ Aldrich and now Melissa Gatto, bro, just watch tomorrow night how big and physically imposing Lipski gonna look in there, bro. Because right out the gate, I was like, looking at, I was like, before the Aldrich fight, I was thinking Aldrich might, Aldrich is kind of big for 125 to be a former strawweight, but dude, Lipski she looked big in there, bro.
Yeah, what do you think, man? Like, you think this size is gonna play a factor in her style, man? You think it's gonna make her shots more powerful, man? What you think?
Yeah, I think it can. Because the weight cuts look a little harder on her these past couple of weight cuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can tell obviously that she's put on some weight, but I don't know, man. She's just gonna have to against Melissa Gatto, man. Very fast twitch fighter, man. You know what I'm saying? Good striking, good ground game. Like Lipski's just gonna have to her takedown defense. Let me put it like not her takedown defense, but I feel like Lipski is more aware that somebody's trying to take her down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, she's awake now.
yeah. It's like she. I
Hey,
think.
when JoJo take you down, she aware now.
Say that one more time.
I said when somebody like JoJo is taking you down, you got to be aware.
Yeah, for sure. But it's like, her takedown defense has gotten better because I feel like she's not being caught off guard by takedowns. You know what I'm saying? And Melissa Gatto can take you down. But if Lipski can stuff the takedowns, man, and keep it on the feet, anytime Lipski can keep, except with Priscilla Cachoeira. But the more a fight goes on the feet with Lipski, the more data that Lipski can read from you on the feet, the more the chances go in her favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just from watching Lipski fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Montana De La Rosa was able to get off a few good jabs, and at the beginning of that fight, but as the fight started going on, you know what I'm saying, before Montana got the takedown, Lipski started cracking her. You know what I'm saying? So like, the more you give Lipski on the feet, like if you don't confuse Lipski right away, like, you know what I'm saying, and do something, like, then you have to get her off her game. But if you allow Lipski to be ready, man, like she can look at how Priscilla Cachoeira got up in Lipski's face right off the bat. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, it was instant. Right out the bat, she was in her face, you know what I'm saying? And boom, 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 wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. But I think Lipski can pull this off, man. I really do think she can pull this off.
Oh dang, he going with Lipski, man. How you think she gonna do it? Decision or stoppage?
Lipski, dude. One thing about Lipski that's always dangerous, dude, is, you know what I'm saying? Like, Lipski, her hooks are dangerous. And the way she rips to the body, dude, like, Lipsy gonna hurt somebody to the body one of these days. You know what I'm saying? Because her body punches and her kicks and stuff are really, really good. Like, if these girls let Lipsky stand and trade, then you can be in trouble. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I mean, I get Gatto is good, like, but to me, Gatto. I'm not taking nothing away from Gatto, but Lipski has had a lot of time in there. You know what I'm saying? And she's gotten better. Like, we can't deny that she hadn't gotten better. So let's see what she does. Let's see if Lipski can finally, like, break through. You know what I'm saying? Because she's kind of in the same boat as people like, you know what I'm saying, like Montana, Miranda Maverick, like those fighters who never really busted. Well, see, and Gary, that's a really good comment. Lipski isn't a finisher. She is a finisher. She just hasn't never really found her ground in the UFC. Like, she just like she struggled with, like, her transition to the UFC was hard. You know what I'm saying? And like, the after effects of it is still kind of there. But I don't know, man. It's hard to say if Lipski will finish her. Lipski kind of reminds me of like Norma Dumont. Like, they don't finish a lot of girls, but if you let them punish you, they'll punish you for 3 rounds. You know what you see what I'm saying, Combo?
Yeah. I think Lipsy, she's like one of them. She is a violence type of girl. Like she will, if you give her the space, she will go
Right.
and she will take it. But that's the thing. Like a lot of these girls now, they where she's at, they are not taking it. So it's hard for
Yeah.
her to assert herself, man.
Yeah, dude. And she's been in there with she's had some tricky matchups. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't get no soft touch when she came into the UFC.
Hey, hang
You know,
on, look. What's going on, Ivan? Ivan said Gary said she's not a finisher. Ivan said tell that to Luana Carolina's inverted knee.
well, I mean, Luana Carolina is Luana Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk about her, like, I try to hype her up. You know what I'm saying? But Luana is Luana. You know what I'm saying? She made some mistakes. Like, if you give Lipski the opportunity, she'll take it. Like, that's the
Mm-hmm.
thing about Lipski. Like, sometimes she can't make things happen on her own, but if you give her the opportunity to do something like that, she'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
And Lipski's ground game is clearly better than Luana Carolina's. You know what I'm saying? So all Lipski had to do was be better than Luana. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody with a ground game, Lipski would have never even come close to getting that knee bar. Like, never come close.
All right,
You
hang on.
know?
I got a good one from Ivan. He said, I think Gatto's ground game, I think Gatto's has a better ground game. It'll make the her. Hold on. keeps on freezing up. There we go. All right. I think Gatto's better ground game will make the difference. Her striking is good enough to not completely get outworked by Lipski. He said high activity is going to be how Lipski wins. And Marco said if Lipski implements the same game plan she did in her last fight against Aldrich, she'll win with no problem. And Zama said Gatto second round submission. Dang.
Well, I think Zaman is questioning when I said that, what I thought clearly better. What did I say? What did I say was clearly better?
Was it her
that she's got? I mean, that she was clearly better than Luana Carolina. Yeah, like she's much better than Luana Carolina on the ground. Like we got to realize, like as of late, Ariane Lipski been getting those looks on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like she's been getting those looks, you know what I'm saying? And I forgot who it was who she was fighting, but her takedown defense was on point. Like who was it that kept trying to take Lipski down? And Lipski was like, it might have been JJ Aldrich that kept trying to take her down. Yeah, man. And Lipski will engage in, like, if she can get top control, like she'll get top control. Like she won't shy away from it, you know what I'm saying? But Melissa, I wouldn't suggest doing that with Melissa Gatto.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think her main game plan is gonna have to be stand up here. I don't think any type of submission is gonna come up against Gatto for Lipski at all, because I think on the ground, Gatto's just one step ahead. Like that was her downfall in the Tracy Cortez fight, but that's what I'm talking about with styles here. Like Cortez was a wrestler, so Cortez is looking for position while Gatto's looking for submission.
Right.
So she got neutralized. But when you fight in Lipski, I think Lipski, she can kind of get a little frantic, man, and like she'll leave something open to get snatched up. And I think Gatto on the ground owns that. Oh man, but we got Brian in the building, man. What's going on, Brian?
Oh hell.
He said
Brian with his 1989 audio. Here we go.
It must be because he ain't answering.
What I tell you? That boy got that original Apple.
He got that rotary phone hooked up.
Man, unplug the phone. Unplug the rotary phone, Brian. Come on, man.
Man, he got that dial-up internet on floppy disk.
He got that Windows 97.
He's a Windows 97.
Got that Windows 97.
Oh boy. Well, he gone too, man. He was trying to get it straight, man. Okay. Let's get back to these fights, BJ. So
yes, sir.
You got Lipski by you got her for the W. Okay.
Yeah, I got Lipski by.
All right. I know you've been dying to talk about this next one, man. Which one you want to talk about first, man? Because I know Carolina, you said she future champion.
Yeah, yeah.
We know you already got a little out of Carolina in that fight. But I'm telling you, man, you need to keep your eyes on Petrovic. If you like,
bro, I mean, I'm not being realistic, bro. Like I'm trolling when I say that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've seen a few of this girl's fights, man. You know what I'm saying? I know what she brings. And she's well rounded though. Like she's not a one trick pony. She's pretty well rounded. But her ground game for sure sticks out.
Yeah,
like,
that's what sticks out.
And if but Luana is big and tall, but this girl doesn't look to be much smaller than Luana. But the difference, like Luana fights very long. Like she can fight very long, you know what I'm saying? But it's like when girls close the distance on her, it's like she's not very like stable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she can't fight them off very well.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like she's not like Chikagan, where Chikagan, get them hands off and she's gone. Like she be getting like bullied too much sometimes. Like she can create range, but you can like smother Luana Carolina real fast. You know what I mean? You can press her to the cage quick.
Yeah, man. And like we'll see how strong this girl is, but you gotta have some level of strength though, because I mean I don't see Luana Carolina as being weak. I don't see her as being weak, but I don't know. This girl, let's see how she matches up. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I feel like it may be kind of a soft touch, but Luana might pull something out, though. I mean, she's in the UFC for a reason.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's not a fight where Carolina she gonna go in there and hurt you. You know what I mean? But it's like Petrovic could lose this fight trying to find her. You know what I mean? Like she might not have the footwork to catch up to her.
Like chasing her, yeah, spinning the fight, chasing her.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go with Petrovic in this fight, though, man. I think she might do it. What about you?
Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna go Luana Carolina. Just for shits and giggles.
He's going like
just for shits and giggles. But there's no real reasoning behind it. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of riding off of that JoJo hype. You know, that JoJo fight. Well, I was totally about that.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, bro.
All right. I know you've been dying to talk about this fight, BJ, man. What are your thoughts on Yana Santos moving up now, finally, to fight Carol Rosa, man?
Well, I talked to Yana on her post, and she was like, well, it's only for this fight. And I'm like, you know, and I commented back, and I was like, you haven't thought about, like, staying at 145? Like, has that never crossed your mind if she never wrote back? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I said, you know, we never really got to see 145 Yana, you know what I'm saying? Like, but 145 Yana looked strong in there against Cyborg. But to me, Yana just she already had her tail between her legs. You know what I'm saying? Like, we look at some of these girls first fighting the UFC. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Look at this Petrovic girl. Like, look at who she's fighting. Like, Yana didn't get that. Like, she didn't get that. Let's dip her toes in the water and see how she looks in there. She didn't get that. She got in there with Cyborg in a title fight. You know what I'm saying? So I really want, and I remember before that fight, she talked about how good she felt at 45, you know, and how strong she felt, and it showed. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It showed how strong she was, because I mean, she was able to, you know, if for whatever it's worth, she was able to kind of hold Cyborg, you know what I'm saying, against that cage and get off some good knees to the body, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Nothing really significant, because I mean, it only took a second for Cyborg to figure it out, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, in this fight though, I think what you were saying earlier was right. Yeah, peace out, Straya. Peace out. Yana, to me, I mean, look at her midsection right there, dude. Like, when we see Yana at that cut to 35, you know, she looks very thin, you know what I'm saying? Like, very drained, you know what I'm saying? But her midsection, her body looks totally different at 45. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Me, you know what I'm saying? She looks fuller. Her face doesn't look drawn out. You know what I'm saying? She was a little light, came in at 144. She hadn't had to cut any weight. So let's see what she does, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Ravioli, she ankle picked Cyborg at one point. But, you know, Yana got to realize that, like, as good of a kickboxer as she is, you know what I'm saying? Like, for one, to me, her IQ isn't that good. Like, and I seen that. I was expecting a lot from her in that Holly fight. And she just Yana can get very, like, her defense. She can just throw her defense out the window sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And for Yana to have, you know, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. You know, for Yana to have the level of kickboxing training, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, been doing it her whole life, man. Like, I would expect Yana to be a little tighter on the feet, you know what I'm saying? And she's not. Like, Yana is very easily hit to be a high level kickboxer, you know what I'm saying? And Carol Rosa, man, like, her power translates up to 145, dude, because she sat Norma Dumont big ass down. You know what I'm saying? She sat her down. And if you can sit Norma down, you can knock out Yana Kunitskaya. You know what I'm saying? So I need Yana to realize that she's chinny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need her to realize that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they land on Yana's button, like, her legs go. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yana legs go when somebody binks her in the right way. You know what I'm saying? So I want Yana to be a little bit, you know, stop just wading into range, you know what I'm saying, with these fighters, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how she gets hit a lot. Like, there's been too many fights where you know, by the second round, Yana's nose and her face is busted up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just been too many times that we've seen that. I want to see Yana use the jab, use the good kick, the push kicks that she has. Let's go back to the basics, Yana, because this urgent, in a hurry Yana it hasn't looked good. And that's how she's fought in her last 3 or 4 fights, dude. Like,
Yeah, she ran right into like a lot of Holly Holm
yeah,
traps.
like it's like she's desperate for the clinch. Like, get into the clinch the right way. Your ground game is good. You know what I'm saying? Like your ground game is good, Yana. Like your clinch game, her cage work is very good. Like use that. Yana don't have a whole lot of power. We talked about that. But when Yana got you against that cage, you know what I'm saying? Like she can do a lot of damage with the knees. She does a good damage with elbows. Her ground and pound from the top is really good. She busted up Ketlin Vieira. Like there's different ways that Yana can utilize what she does, but sometimes with certain fighters, with slow fighters like Aspen Ladd, it works. And Marion Renault, it worked. You know what I'm saying? But some of these girls who are quick with the hands, man, Yana got to be careful. She just gonna have to fight. She gonna have to fight smarter.
All right, real quick. Marco said Luana Carolina is a good fighter with questionable IQ. Sometimes she's not the smartest fighter. He said she needs to use her height because she'll be the bigger fighter. He believes that she'll get the win. Okay, so you ain't alone, BJ. Marco says she could, and she could, man. This could be that one fight where she looked good, man, and or make her opponent look bad.
Yeah, so. like Luana Carolina can do it. You know what I'm saying?
She can do it. She can do it. I think she can do it because this girl, like I said, on UFC level, there's still a lot to be proven here.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And she's gotten okay, Easy E says, I'm not buying Yana being a very high level kickboxer. I never did. I mean, that's up for opinion, bro. But I mean, that's what she did on that Russian circuit, bro. That's what she did. And Yana won championships. She won a lot of fights, a lot of kickboxing fights. Kunitskaya won those fights. You know what I'm saying? Like she's got awards and accolades from that Russian kickboxing, like that Thai boxing, like all of that, like all the striking. She's trained in that her entire life, and also with wrestling. You know what I'm saying? But Yana just makes bad decisions in the cage, and it makes her look worse. Like to me, like Yana should have been way more effective on the feet against Holly Holm. I feel like the 135 cut is detrimental to Yana Kunitskaya. I do, man. And we see the performances at 35. When Yana first got to 35, Yana was kicking ass. Like she was doing well. Yana was fighting very well at 35 after the Cyborg fight. But as time goes on and she's getting older, like we've seen her regress. Like she hasn't looked better. And I think that 45 girls like Yana and Shayson and Chandler, you know what I'm saying? Like they're just better for 45. You know what I'm saying? They look bigger, they look stronger, you know what I'm saying? They may even be faster at 45, you know what I'm saying? Because their bodies aren't going through, like, dude, look at Yana when she weighs in at 35. She looks like a skeleton almost. You know what I'm saying? Like
killing herself.
Yeah, she looks way better at 45. Like she looks way better. Look at one more thing to look at, and then I'm gonna shut up on Yana. But look at how Yana looked in the cage with Cyborg. You know what I'm saying? Like go look at that fight when the referee is about to start the fight and the camera's just on her. Look at her body in that fight versus look at her at 35. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, there's a clear difference.
Okay. Yeah, I just think that at this age too, was she 33, right? I think I think it's better for her to be at this weight. She's had a baby and everything. I think that will be a plus. But yeah, when it comes down to technique though, and the technical skills, oh man, we ain't gonna have no excuses. We can't have no excuses if she don't go in there and she pull off the same thing that she did at 135, right? We just gotta hey, she gotta pull the trigger now.
But if we see, you know what I'm saying, if we see a physical, you know what I'm saying, cagey Yana, you know what I'm saying, like to me, that's the best Yana. A Yana that's pressing you against the cage and doing damage to you, knees to the body, elbows, you know what I'm saying? And then a Yana that works you on the cage and gets, works those under. Her cage work is really fucking good. She digs underhooks. You know what I'm saying? She presses you hard. She throws knees. She trips you. She takes you down. You know what I'm saying? Like that aspect of her game is really good. And even at range, you know what I'm saying? Her offense is good. Her offense is decent. She doesn't have a lot of power, but it's the defense. Like, yeah, you know, when you talk about like Casey O'Neal or Jillian Robertson or Mackenzie Dern, when you talk about their defense, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, okay, well, it's kind of like expected, you know what I'm saying? Because these are like scrappy grapplers, you know what I'm saying? But when you got somebody like Yana, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, Yana, there's no reason for you to be this careless and you to be dropped this many times, you know what I'm saying? With, you know, knowing that you have, I think certain fighters, like, nerves can rip them apart, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they actually get in there, like, nerves can tear them up. Because if you look at the things that Yana says before the fight, like during fight week, like even this week, she's like, I can't wait to punch her in the face. Like, I hate when Yana comes out like that, when she's talking like that, because then that sets up that kind of performance again. You know what I'm saying? Every time
Yeah.
she's been like that, she's come out and fought very carelessly and very sloppy. You know what I'm saying? But when, you know, back in the day when Yana was like, you know, I want to prove that I'm the best in the world, this and that, you know what I'm saying? She comes out and fights a lot smarter. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this, I can't wait to go punch her in the face attitude from Yana. Like, it doesn't work for her because it gets in her head. And then when things aren't going the way she wants them to go, she just becomes a damn target. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like somebody said Yana walks around Yana walks around about 165. Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So she cuts a lot of weight, man. She cuts a lot of weight to get down to 135, man. And I think it's just it's detrimental to her, bro. I think she's just so much better. And I think Corral Hosa, she seems hip to the idea of 145. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's got the power. You know what I'm saying? She's got the power to hang at 135 and 145. She's got the physical stature to hang at 145. I mean, maybe she's trying to say something like, shit, you know, if these 45 fights keep coming available, I'm going to keep taking them. You know? So, I mean, why not?
Yeah,
Now
man.
now you got Chelsea Chandler wanting to beat up everybody. So, I mean, why not?
Yeah, and I think she's just, you know, I think Carol Rosa, you know, she really could make the weight. I mean, like I was saying earlier, she's just really like bottom heavy too, you know, where I think that she's kind of having a rough weight cut down to 135 herself, you know, because she just has a lot of natural thickness to her too. So 145 might be where she needs to be at, you know, that plus just working on her takedown defense and her wrestling, you know. So I don't know if it's like a factor in like fighting at bantamweight is kind of taking away from her energy to wrestle more,
Yeah.
you know, because she likes to spend time, you know, trying to brawl sometime and strike, but maybe she needs to be at a higher weight too, man.
To my
Hey,
host.
hold on. Easy said Yana got no choice but to stay at featherweight after this one because she getting cut. She getting cut. PFL and Bellator get ready.
I mean, I would hate to see Yana get cut, dude. I really would. I would hate to see her get cut, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, as much as we like these fighters, and it boils down to they have to go in there and win. You know what I'm saying? That you have to go at some point, you have to go in there and win. You know, and you know, I really do feel like 45 is a good fight, is a good place. But Easy East also said something about, I'm picturing Yana on that kickboxing circuit in Russia. Listen, man, Yana ruled that European kickboxing for women, that circuit, you know what I'm saying, before her Invicta days and stuff like that, man. Like, she ruled that circuit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's what I'm saying, Easy. Like, that's where Yana became Yana, you know what I'm saying? Then she come over to this, you know, then she transitioned into mixed martial arts, you know what I'm saying? And then won the Invicta belt and then came in and fought for the UFC belt. Like, she's worthy to be where she is, but she's just not fighting like she's worthy. And that's the most disappointing thing, Combo. And I'm sure you can agree, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm sure everybody in the comments can agree. Like, we all have our picks, man. But to know what we see and the potential that we see in said fighters that, you know, that stick out to us, when they go in there and they don't show it, is like the most disappointing thing ever, man. Like, it is super disappointing. Like when you see a fighter do something, you're like, you're so much capable. You're capable of so much better. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like now, real quick. Now, if a fighter goes in there, you know what I'm saying, like Robertson this past weekend, you know what I'm saying, and fights hard, you know what I'm saying, and fights hard, even fight whether in their element or out of their element, fight hard, you know what I'm saying, and try to win the fight no matter what. Losing like that it hits differently than somebody who goes in there and just makes dumb mistakes and, you know what I'm saying, fights below their level. Like that's when they do that, to me, that's like super gut wrenching. Like it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying, like you can do so much better than what you just showed, so it is what it is. That's just how I feel about it. That's
Yeah,
how I feel about Yana. Like Yana can do much more. Like
yeah,
that fight with Holly could have been much more competitive.
yeah. Some of them just, I don't know, man. Like they don't flick that switch on sometimes. They just don't flick that switch on, and it puts them in a position to like like you say with somebody like Jillian or like even like Montana, like they don't flick that one switch that they need, and that's the one that Barbara, I just got done talking about. She has like
Yeah,
her she could be limited in something, but she'll turn that switch on and say, I'm gonna fight to the end. I'm gonna
yeah,
keep trying. Like she don't like take a foot off the gas or any of that when Barbara fights. So if anybody's like a diehard Barbara fan, they're always gonna rock with her or never be disappointed, because even in her
absolutely,
losses, she
man.
always won it.
If
You
you're a
know?
Barber fan, like you have all the reason in the world to be a Barber fan. Like those Macy Barber stands, like you can't argue with them. You know what I'm saying? Like some people you can argue with, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But Macy's growth, and Macy's the way she fight, man, like all the way to the end, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like all the way to the end, Macy fights. Like you got a lot to stand on if you're a Macy Barber fan, for
Mhm.
sure. You
I
got a
haven't
lot
said I
to
don't
stand
know. I haven't said I don't know if anyone's saying Yana was ever a good striker.
on. Did you ever watch Invicta? Did you ever watch? Like, have you followed Yana? Like, have you followed her career? Like, I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, I get that Yana has not showed us, you know what I'm saying, like in her most recent fights, she hasn't shown. Like I think the best showing of Yana being a solid striker was in her earlier fights in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Against Marion Renault, Aspen Ladd, Julia Stolyarenko. Like those fights showed what she is. But the fights after that, like the one with Irene Aldana, you know what I'm saying? Like the one with Holly, like she just I don't know, man. She's fighting desperately almost. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why she gets like why it turns from being a composed striker who throws out a good jab, good elbows, comes over the top with elbows, good push kicks, good spin kicks to the body. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the Yana I'm used to seeing. I followed Yana all the way since she came into Invicta. You know what I'm saying? So I've always liked it because I'm like, damn, this girl she one of these Russian girls. She's big, she's strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know, man. And I also think another thing too, man. I don't feel like Yana has 100% adjusted to the pace that these girls fight in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Because Yana is kind of like Carla. You know what I'm saying? Except Carla uses it to her advantage. You know what I'm saying? Yana, if you want to give Yana a slow fight, she'll fight slow. But these girls that come out fast, man, that's the ones that catch her off guard.
Oh yeah.
You just got
Oh
to
yeah.
be ready, man. These girls got to be ready, man, because you just never know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's another reason why I appreciate Casey O'Neill so much, because she's always ready to go. Macy Barber too. They're
Yeah.
always ready to go. Like from start to finish, they're ready to go. They don't hang back like Andrea Lee. They don't hang back like Lauren Murphy. They don't hang back like some of these fighters do. Even Valentina. You know what I'm saying? Like it's go, 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 go. And then
Ooh, he said Valentina. Oh, come
I
on now.
mean
That.
Valentina does too, man. She hangs back too and
But
and some
I make a strong argument for Valentina. Look, if Valentina is holding back it's more so to look for certain opportunities. Like she's actually being a counter striker or looking for a certain opening, you know. But some of the other fighters, they just don't let it go. They just
Right.
not letting it go, you
But
know.
it's still worked against Valentina in some situations though, like the Lexa Grasso. Like it's worked
It
against.
will. I think eventually it will, but like for the most part, I think that's more of like her opponents giving sometimes them giving her that space, and she's
Yeah,
like, well, I'm not
yeah.
going to overexert energy, if I'm not getting that. But yeah, it can be a downfall because now,
She's played on their fear. She's played on
yeah,
fighters' fear factor.
right, right. But
Yeah,
now, like when you have a fighter that's coming at you, sometimes like Tyler or Grasso, you have to switch gears. You know what I mean?
yep,
Be-
yep.
Okay, hang on. Gabby said, who you got, Yasmin or Denise Gomes fight next week? I think I'm gonna go with Yasmin, but that's got a lot of violence in that fight, man.
I'm gonna go with Yasmin too, man, because she's a little pit bull, dude. I'm going with Yasmin Yargay for sure.
Okay, what's up, Lolita? She says she got Yasmin too. Yasmin, Lolita said something earlier about Yana, I think walking around at 150, but
Oh, no, Yana
no,
walks around.
Zaman says she walks around like 165 or
Yeah,
170.
yeah, that's more like it. Yep, because I remember her talking about it before she came into when the fight week of Chris Sabor, when she was announced she was fighting Chris Sabor, they were asking her about the move to 145. How does she feel about it? And she said, I mean, I walk around, did da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So she let it out. What she's told a few times, that she walks around big. You know what I'm saying? Like she can easily fit, and that's why the idea of fighting at 145, like when they offered it to her, even though it was kind of her way to get into the UFC, like she didn't shy away from it because she knows that she can fill out at 145. I want to
Mhm.
see Young fight 3 fights in a row at 45 and just see how her body looks, like see how her performances look. Like I want her to get used to it, you know. Just because
Yeah,
just because you can make 35, that doesn't mean it's good for
it's
you.
not.
And
No, it
that
ain't.
and
It
it
ain't.
doesn't mean you're a bantamweight. You know what I'm saying? Like Macy Chasson, it doesn't mean she's a bantamweight because she can make 35.
Yeah, she
Look at what
suffers a lot. She
yeah,
suffers a
look at
lot.
what did she say she had to go through combo to get to 35?
Man, she was running like 30 miles a week, and it was cutting into her actual like training time, like technical training time, like 30 miles a week, sacrificing the sparring and things, like certain sparring and things like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's wild, dude. Like that's just wild. You know what I'm saying? Then like the whole Bia Malecki situation, you know what I'm saying? Like that Bia could have been fighting at 45 this whole time, dude. Like she could have been at 45 this whole time. But I mean, I guess they didn't. I mean, look how slow and lethargic Bia Malecki looked at 35, bro. Like it was a freak show.
Mm-hmm.
It was a freak show. That fight with Macedo, it was a freak show.
Man, I don't know what they were scheduling that night, man. That fight was
Yeah,
just
I
off.
don't know. But real quick, Combo, I have to ask you this since we're talking about 35 and 45, it's interesting to see where Jermaine comes back at, being the former champion at 45, having unfinished business at 45, and then just having a baby on top of that. And real quick, dude, her baby is like the cutest baby in the world. Like I have to say, like Jermaine Durandemay's baby is like cute as fuck. But just seeing where Jermaine comes back in, because she feels out at 45 too. Like if Jermaine would be a great addition to 45, and I think she'd get a title shot.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
I think,
I think 45 would be wise, because she's getting older and she's coming
yeah,
off of the baby weight. So she
yeah,
probably might do like Suarez. Suarez made a pit stop at 125 before she went to 115. So I think 145 might be the best thing for her to do right now. Um, yeah, probably be best. And I think if she looks good, I think she should stay there. Really, I mean, because I I don't know. Well, she's not really like. too thick or anything like that. But still, I don't know if it would like at this point in her
She
age.
long, though. Like her limbs are long as
Yeah,
hell, dude.
she's
I just
long. She's not really like heavy like Chiason is, you know.
right, right.
Chiason gets heavy when she's up there. So I think yeah, Macy Chiason needs to be at featherweight to me. I think GDR can make 135 and actually have a better performance than Macy can at this point. You know,
Yeah.
but she needs to do it the right way. You know, she can't just jump right back down in her next fight, you know.
Lolita said, how much does Macy weigh on fight night? I'd have to say
130, 135,
no. I'd say
140.
Macy might be touching like 138, 139 fight night.
Yeah, like 140 almost. Yeah.
Yeah, just about 140. Yeah, dude. Like Macy Barber gets big. You talking about Macy Chasson or Macy Barber, Lolita?
She talking about Macy Barber.
Okay, yeah, I would say Macy probably touches 140 fight night. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I mean, Macy, like we talked about before, combo, like Macy talking about going back to 115, dude. But when Macy steps on the scale, bro, she looks like her every weight cut she have is hard, bro.
Mm-hmm.
She do, man. Like it look like every weight cut she had. And also real quick, Zara dos Santos has a fight booked at 135. I'm like, come on, man. Zara dos Santos barely makes featherweight. Like she had to weigh in nude last time. Like he barely makes it, bro. And that's another thing I wanted to ask too, man. I'm asking you so much. I've been wanting to ask you. Is this Molly McCann Julia Stoliarenko fight still on?
Unfortunately, it's still on, man. It's still on.
Okay.
It's still on. Like I don't know how far things are going with the weight and everything, but yeah, it's still on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see how that fight goes. But Yana also made a comment. I mean, excuse me, I'm excited. I'm curious to see how that weigh-in goes. But Yana keeps making the comment, man. Like Yana be calling people out, like for coming up short on the weight situation. They interviewed her this week talking about the opponent change. She was like, everybody always says if you book a fight with Macy Chasson at 135, be prepared to have a different opponent. And I'm like, damn, like Yana always speaks out about people missing weight or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, people pulling out of fights. And she said it, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was like, I knew from the beginning, as soon as they put that name in front of me, that it could end up being a different opponent. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that what we have to is that what fighters kind of have to expect from somebody like Macy Chiasson at this point?
At this point, unless they let them stay at a weight that is comfortable to them at featherweight, I think that's what we're gonna be waiting for. I think that's all it's gonna be. You always gonna have somebody on backup or not making the fight. So there's gonna be some cancellations, man.
Yeah,
It's
for
sad
sure.
too.
Lolita said 140. Wow, Rebus was probably 130 something. Yeah, I would say Rebus probably weighed about. I would say Rebus probably weighed about. Macy probably was about 10 pounds heavier than her. Like Ebos to me doesn't look like somebody who cuts a lot of weight to make 125. She probably floats around about 135 and then, diets down and then cuts a few pounds, kind of like what Robertson was doing. But Rebus to me doesn't look like she is a whole lot smaller than some of these flyweights. Like Macy didn't dwarf her to me in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Her size, yeah, Zamin, Rebus to me doesn't look too small for one. She looks veiny and skeletal at 115 too. Like when she weighs in, like her body looks kind of drawn out too at 115, but at 125, I think she's a true 25er for sure.
Yeah, I think Ebos, when she stood up to Barber, she didn't look like tiny. You know what I mean? She didn't look tiny. I think Ebos's weight cut to 125 isn't too bad for her.
Right.
She actually looks good there. But Lolia said something about Ricci versus Ebos. Man, I think I still have to go with Ebos at this point. I don't think Ricci has anything like she can't get past. Like, I don't think Ricci has the power. Tabitha Ricci doesn't really have the power to hurt her, you know?
Yeah, man, and Ebos is a little more assertive with the strikes too. Like Ebos,
She was hitting
she'll
Barbara. She was hitting Barbara with some good
yeah,
punches.
yeah, like she busted Barbara up, dude. Like she busted her,
Yeah.
like yeah. Ebos did it. She fought well in that fight, man. Like I get the, like I said, the way Macy is committed to hurting you with strikes, man. Like Macy may not be the most fluid striker and the most technical striker, but Macy throws everything, dude, with bad intentions on. You know what I'm saying? And and she's kind of fast with it. You know what I'm saying? Like Macy,
Mhm.
she flicked that kick up there. You know what I'm saying? Like Macy throws her kicks are underrated. You know what I'm saying? Like Macy throws good kicks. Like her striking is actually decent. But Macy has that ability, man, with that assertiveness that she throws punches with. She has that ability to catch anybody with something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, for a while she wasn't throwing as many head kicks, like when she's kind of
yeah,
going through that
yeah,
more like plodding phase. But like I
yeah.
think she's been getting in better shape. She's almost like athletic, like she was
At strawweight,
at strawweight. Yeah.
she
Hmm.
went through. She did go through. You right, Combo. Like we talked about that probably 2 years ago on the podcast, dude. We've been doing this for a long time with
Long
each other,
time.
bro. Long time, bro. Um, she went through. She did go through this phase, and I think I called it out, and I talked to you about it, where she didn't look as athletic. Like
Yeah, yeah, you did.
when she fought Roxy, when she fought Jillian Robertson, like I thought maybe she knew that she didn't have to be super sound on the feet with those fighters, but she went through a phase where she wasn't. And then she transitioned to this when she fought Alexa Grasso, this weird like whatever phase. But now it's like she's found like a middle ground, like she's kind of found her groove, you know what I'm saying, with the strikes, man. And Macy's, dude,
Hmm.
I mean, you can't really knock Macy at this point. There's a few good girls though, you know what I'm saying, that can that throw kicks, that hide kicks very well. The best person I've ever seen hide kicks is Robert Whitaker. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the best at like throwing a punch and then you don't even see the kick coming, like, and it just catches you. But Robertson, I mean, not Robertson, but Macy Barber does that very well too. And so does Casey
JoJo,
O'Neill.
JoJo's got a good front kick to the face.
Yeah,
Like,
JoJo. Yeah, but but JoJo's a Muay Thai fighter. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
but
Casey O'Neill is good at throwing that head kick at the end of a combo as well. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these fighters can catch you with that. They can catch you with that.
all right, Ricci versus Pinheiro.
Ooh,
I think
ooh.
Ricci's a little bit more coordinated than Pinheiro. Pinheiro, she's a little off balance with her feet, man. Like she can get them judo tosses, but I think Ricci's a little bit more fluid. I'm gonna go with if that's a good fight to make. I'm gonna go with Ricci though, man.
I would probably go with Ricci because Ricci, when the striker is dangerous, you know what I'm saying? Like when the striker can hurt you, like hurt you, Ricci starts to go for takedowns and try to grapple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she stood 3 rounds with Robertson because she knew there wasn't much danger from Robertson on the feet. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But somebody like Pinheiro, you know what I'm saying? Like she might, if Ricci goes out there and with takedowns on her mind, I got Ricci all day in that fight.
Okay, got Ricci. Okay, yeah, I do too. Um, Ravioli said Macy's little karate or taekwondo. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
It looks more like Taekwondo
Yeah, it
though.
looks
It
like
really
taekwondo
does.
because it looks like Felicia Spencer's kicks a little bit. You
Yes,
know.
that dude. You took the fucking. I was thinking about Felicia Spencer, but I didn't want to say it. But
Yeah,
Felicia Spencer throw kicks up there like that too.
yeah, because she got that taekwondo. You know.
Yeah, yeah. You can always tell those Taekwondo fighters because they real good kicks off that lead with that lead leg. You know what I'm saying? That's how you really
Mhm.
can tell those Taekwondo fighters.
Brian says she's found a groove where she has learned to fight more technical and still be herself with the aggression. She's finding her true potential. Okay.
Yeah, man. She really is, dude. But you know what I'm saying? To me, I still think that there's a couple of girls ahead of Macy that can give her problems, like Jennifer Mahia, man. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like Jennifer.
hold
Go
on.
ahead.
James said Ricci has the pillowest fist known to mankind. I don't think it's the fact that she has soft hands. It's the fact that she's more committed to move. Like when she sits down on the punch, they hurt more. They
Yeah,
have pop to them, but she's
she's
just
she's popped a few
moving.
girls. She's popped a few girls.
Yeah,
The thing
Panay.
is, like that's how she had to fight Jillian Robertson though.
Yeah.
Like she had to be a moving target, and it worked. You know, I
Hmm.
went back and watched it. I went back and watched it, and when Jillian would, Jillian's not the best striker, and Jillian would come in a straight line. Like Jillian was not using lateral movement, so Jillian was attacking her in a straight line, and Ricci was just stepping off to the side, and Jillian was just hitting air a lot of those times. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she got hit. Jillian hit her a few times, but
Hmm.
Tabitha Ricci was a moving target, and Jillian struggled with that. If either two things that Jillian struggles with, if you're a moving target and if you're big, you know what I'm saying? If you're big, she'll struggle. If you're a moving target, she'll struggle. You know what I'm saying? But like if you stand right in front of her, like Courtney Casey did, then she'll get off. You know what I'm saying? But not Tabitha Ricci. Tabitha Ricci fought smart, dude. I gotta give her that. Like, of course, I'm a Jillian Robertson fan, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say that. But realistically, that's the type of fight that you have to fight. Like that was a good game plan for Tabitha Ricci. Don't get too close. Stay moving. You know what I'm saying? Like threaten your own takedown just to give us something to think about, but don't hang out there. Don't
Hmm.
hang out there, but get your takedown. You know what I'm saying? And get up and just keep touching. Touch, touch, touch. Then go for the takedown. Touch, touch, touch. You know what I'm saying? That was a great game plan.
Yeah, yeah, that's all it was. It was just a touching type of go. Cause like when she sat down on her punches against Panay, she did do a little bit more damage, but
Yeah.
as a small fighter like that, it's not wise for her to stay in there that long. So she's gonna move, you know. If you don't really have like that physical strength like an Andrade, then there's no need for her to stay in the pocket like that, against Jillian, who's gonna try to take you down, right? Jamba
Lure
said
you into a
Pinheiro
trap.
has the judo base. Doubt Ricci will be able to take her down much. I think the opposite too, man, because if Pinheiro tries to take down Ricci, Ricci could submit her. If she gets reckless. Like if she tries to judo toss, she can get her back.
Yeah.
Sometimes these judo fighters, judokas, they get a little sloppy. That jujitsu, man, it can be dangerous against them if they get reckless like that. So
Combo, do me a favor, man. Send me that link to my Instagram. I'm gonna transition to my computer because I got to use my phone for some stuff while we're talking. But I'm gonna pull the link up on my computer, so I'm gonna jump off. Send me that link to my Instagram so I can jump back on because I'm not done talking.
okay, all right,
We ain't done talking, bro.
all right.
All right, all right.
Let me see here. That Let me pull up this link here. Okay. What is my Instagram password? I don't know. All right, what are y'all talking about here while I'm sending him that? Whaley by Demolition against Lamos? Dang. You change your mind, man? You don't think Lamos got a chance like that? I still think Lamos got a good chance, man. Mm-mm-mm. Whaley by Demolition. I don't know, man. I don't know. Lamos KO. You just mastermind. What's up? Dejan said, "Can Myra Bueno Silva beat Holly? It's possible, but it is possible, man. It depends on like how well her offense does against Holly. Like, Myra Bueno Silva really has been working on her striking, man. Like her offense, like the way she comes forward, like she's really putting a lot of power, and she's not making a harder weight cut down to 125, so she has the power, but can she stop Holly's wrestling? Of course, her jujitsu could come into play. She's really good on the ground, her jiu-jitsu, but Holly's getting stronger. So will Holly take a page out of Manone's book and kind of land flurries and move? That could be a possibility. So, Myra Buena Silva's just got to be on her game, putting a lot of pressure on, making her shots count, use timing against Holly's speed. She has a possibility, man, but I still favor Holly a little bit, man, because she's just has that experience and has evolved right now with her wrestling so far. Like that physical strength is really starting to. She's really starting to put it together with the wrestling and finally starting to get it. So I think if
Man, I
Holly
hope she
just
don't come in here playing, man.
wait, hold
I,
on.
re-
I
I
think
really,
Holly has a chance though, man, like big time because like she's evolving a little bit lower now. I mean, she's evolving now. I mean, before her IQ seemed a little lower on the ground, but I think she's getting it, man. I think she is putting it together.
yeah, man. But I just hope that Maida Bueno Silva actually comes out here and tries to fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see her fight. I don't want to see her out here taunting like that Manone, like she gave Manone that fight, bro. Like, I mean, she did, dude. She gave Manone that fight.
Oh man, I don't know what she was doing that night. I don't know what that girl was doing, man. She looked terrible.
And every time she would hit Manone, dude, she would hit Manone like those leg kicks and stuff, dude. Like those were good shots, man. Like everything that she was landing, like some stuff she even did, you know what I'm saying? You can tell it made Manone kind of, it looked to me like Manone was expected to be taken down, to at least be tried to be taken down in that fight. And like it looked to me like every time that Maida Bueno Silva did something, it kind of like made Manone think for a second because she was like, "Oh, is she trying to take me down?" But then she just wouldn't do nothing, and then that's when Manone was like, "Okay, well, she ain't trying to take me down, so shit, I'm just gonna beat her up."
And then she took Myra Wintersilver down.
Yeah, and then Manone was like, "Well, fuck it," you know.
hmm Oh, Jackson, what's going on, man? Jackson in the building. He said, "What's up, y'all?" Gabby said, "Whaley will face adversity in this fight, but she needs to wrestle." Yeah, the Lamos fight, man, it's gonna be a tough fight. I think it's gonna be tougher than a lot of people think, man.
Man, I
It's been
think
good.
Lamos gonna give her problems, bro. I think Lamos is gonna give Whaley some problems, bro. Because just
Mm.
like the way Lamos, like, once again, dude, like Andrade was Andrade was looking to be in some trouble throughout that fight if she wouldn't have pulled the trigger the way that she did against Amanda Lemos, dude, and did what she did to Lemos, because Lemos was touching her, and Lemos was touching her good, dude. Like she was chopping those legs and stuff up, man. Like for real, chopping them up. You know what I'm saying? And Jessica Andrade just, we all know how that ended. So
Yeah, yeah,
snatched her up like she was the damn police, man.
man. Let me see what else we got coming up, man. As far as the flyweight fight that you need to get your thoughts on. You need to get your thoughts on who else we got coming up. Oh yeah, yeah. What do you think about the Tracy Cortez and the Jasmine fight? That's on the
Um,
Grasso Shevchenko card.
I'm not seeing, man. I'm telling you, dude. I'm not seeing any fear from Jazzy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Jazzy out there fighting smart, dude. I mean, I don't know what else to really say. You know what I'm saying? Like Tracy Cortez, I feel like not being active against somebody like Jazzy is not good. It's not good because Jazzy's been active. Like she's kind of hitting a little stride right now. You know what I'm saying? And Tracy Cortez been her mind been out of the game for a long time. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like her mind
Yeah.
been out of the game for a while. You know what I'm saying? The whole Brown Ortega thing and pulling out of the, who was she supposed to fight? Who was that she was supposed to fight?
Amanda Ebas.
Combo.
Yeah, she was supposed to fight Amanda Ebas. Are you still there? I
Oh
don't think I can
no.
hear.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't think you can hear me.
I can hear you now.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
man,
was
when she
saying
pulled
Amanda
out of that
Ebos. She was
Ebos
supposed to fight
fight.
Amanda Ebos,
Yeah, that was crazy.
and that messed up, man. That just yeah. I don't know, man. Like I don't know if she's over what's been going on mentally, but yeah, she gonna be in for a fight, man, because this girl ain't playing. Jazzy might be limited in certain
Right.
things, but that girl can wrestle, man.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't arguing with you. I ain't arguing with you. I just got for me, I just feel like I need to see a little bit more from Cortez. You know,
Hmm.
I'm like I said, I might be wrong. Like I might be. Oh,
Oh, you
can
still
you hear
there?
me? Come on, my computer acting crazy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. James
Yeah,
said
man. Like
the.
I was looking. I was looking. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say. James said, "Do you think Santos's layoff will affect her fight with Blanchfield?"
Yes. Either she was either she just took off some time because she needed to, or maybe that injury to that eye was more than what she put it off to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After, maybe that's why, maybe that's the real reason why we haven't seen her fight for so long. She just ain't saying that that's the reason we ain't seen her fight for that long, because that eye injury was gnarly, bro, and she chose not to get surgery. You know what I'm saying? So maybe she really did take the time to let that thing heal up, bro. But I don't know, man. I don't think so, man, because I don't think it's gonna really affect her that much. I mean, I think it will for the nerves part of it, but fight wise, uh, dude, this one. So this is one of those fights, man. That, like, even though we see all the potential in the world from Aaron Blanchfield, you know, I'm not sure if she's ready for somebody quite like Tyler Santos, bro. Tyler Santos is different.
Oh, really? You don't think she's ready for it, man? You don't think it's even gonna be competitive like that?
It can be competitive. I think. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just as as shocked as I was that she beat Jessica Andrade. I was shocked, but then I wasn't, because I chose Aaron Blanchfield, and I said, Aaron Blanchfield is coming into this fight. At least she's coming into this fight with no fear. She's not intimidated by Andrade. You know what I'm saying? And I know she's going to approach Tyler Santos um, the same way. But Tyler Santos, to me, is more, her skill set overall, to me, is more dynamic than Jessica Andrade. Like, she does more than Jessica Andrade in there. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
I feel like a fighter that I don't see Tyler Santos allowing Aaron Blanchfield to dictate the pace the way that Jessica Andrade allowed Aaron to. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tyler Santos, to me, no, man. No, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I really do honestly think Tyler gonna get right up in Aaron's shit right away. Like, I mean, right away.
Yeah, I think if when Santos lets her hands go and she commits like to them body punches and those headshots, those are going to be a big factor because Santos punches her strikes way more on point than Andrade, and then you got to factor in that she's taller and longer and bigger than Andrade, so all of them things that,
Yeah,
and she's just tighter and she's smarter with her choices, so you're going to be facing all around better opponent than Andrade,
right.
one that has a great ground game too, and physical strength as well. So it's gonna be a problem. Aaron's gonna have she will have a problem, man. Like she will have a problem.
I
So I'm
feel
gonna say he
like,
thinks Aaron will shock everyone by outstriking Santos.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man,
Possible.
because she barely got the better of, as much as I praised it, as much as I praised her striking, man, I praised her confidence. You know what I'm saying? And to go out there and be able to put good punches on Andrade. You know what I'm saying? But man, Tyler Santos, to me, man, just Jessica Andrade didn't make the best decisions on the feet against Aaron Blanchfield. Like she let Aaron Blanchfield keep touching her. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. That fight, Aaron Blanchfield versus Tyler Santos, it really does confuse me, bro. It really does. It really does.
It confuses you.
Yeah, it confuses me, bro, because it's like Aaron Blanchfield she does have that determination to go out there and win, bro. And she does rise to the occasion. You know what I'm saying? But Tyler Santos, to me, man, I don't know, man. I don't
That's what I
know.
was saying though. Like, believe me, like I think Santos has enough to do it. I think she can do, but the way Aaron's mindset and her confidence is,
Yes.
I don't see Aaron like losing badly like a lot of people think. Like I don't see her getting like 30-27 to dominate it or finished.
Can Aaron pull through a dog fight like Tyler Santos?
I think
That's
she can.
that's the question, because I haven't seen her in a dog fight really, like in a high level dog fight, and we've seen Tyler in a high level dog fight against Valentina.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've seen Tyler. Tyler can swim in those dark waters, and still make decisions and still make the fight competitive. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Aaron's been battered by, if she's been battered by Tyler Santos. Let's say she takes a beating in the first round from Tyler. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see Aaron. I don't know how this fight plays out on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Because they're both just super good on the ground. You know what I'm saying? But if she takes like a beating and a lot of punishment in round one, like I don't know if Aaron can keep that composure, man, because she's young, you know what I'm saying? And she hasn't really faced a whole lot of, like, she's faced some adversity, but she hasn't faced a whole lot of adversity versus
That's
Tyler
the thing
Santos.
though. She has like at her age, like she's been fighting like since she was a teenager. Like she's been high level grappler since she was a teenager. So
But
I
has she really
think
faced any adversity from a hood chick like Tyler Santos, though?
I think she's faced adversity on the levels that she's been on. Like every level she stepped up, she's been in there with some tough competition. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
and
I
she's
can't
like,
argue.
her mindset is to not back down. Like her dad raised her like that. So,
Yeah,
she's cold blooded. Like that's her nickname and for a reason, because she is like a girl that don't quit. So I think if anything, if she does get busted up, she won't quit. Like she's not the type to just like shield and back off from a fight. Like if Santos hits her, she's coming back. The thing is, can she come back with an answer? I don't know. Like I think she's just like Macy is when it comes to fighting. I think she's smarter and makes smarter choices. That's what makes this fight tighter to me, man. Like I just don't know, man. Like Aaron ain't gonna back down, man. Aaron might go in there and do some things that make Tyler respect her. So I just can't. I just don't see Aaron backing down like that. I don't see her. I mean, the approach she takes in all her fights, the way she did Miranda. I mean, Molly McCann. Like I know Molly McCann is not a grappler, but like that girl was trying to break her arm, man.
yeah,
She's like, I wasn't gonna stop. The referee said it. If you was gonna pop, she was like, I'm gonna keep going. You know.
yeah. I mean, I appreciate that. Yeah, Aaron ain't not here to play no games, bro. Like she comes to fight. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing I can say for Tyler is I hope that Tyler still has that same energy. You know what I'm saying? I still hope that she's got that same fire. You know what I'm saying? Because pretty much everybody that she fights now is with the shits, bro. Everybody that she fights now is with the shits.
Hmm.
So I mean, she's got Chukagian in the fight, Manon the fight, Aaron Blanchfield, uh, what's Alexa Grasso, possibly a rematch with Valentina, or she has, tough fights, you know what I'm saying? Like Jennifer Maya or Casey O'Neill or Natalia Silva, if she gets up there, you know what I'm saying? Like
there's some tough fights for or Macy Barber, you know what I'm saying? Like there's some tough fights there, you know what I'm saying, that she's gonna have to any opponent that she face. I think like the most beatable person there is Lauren Murphy for Tyler Santos. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't think Lauren Murphy really is like that. There's nothing that really stands out about Lauren Murphy. I mean, she's tough, she's gritty, she's rudimentary with everything. Like sometimes the basics gets her the win. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Like Tyler just got it rough everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me think now. Hold on. I was reading this comment here. James said overhyping Aaron striking. Oh, Zaman said Aaron has the edge in striking over Tyler Santos. I don't know if she has the edge
No,
in that, man. Like I think she's getting better with each fight, but I think Santos throws some better long jabs and she goes to the body a little bit cleaner. I think her body kicks are nicer. I think it might be the fact that maybe she's not letting it go enough to your liking,
right,
which might be her downfall. But I think in this type of fight, if she lets those shots go, they could be the decision maker on, what type of fight Aaron's gonna have to choose, man.
right. But Aaron gonna have to level like any fight that Aaron has from here on out. Because Aaron ain't just at the top of 125. You know what I'm saying? Aaron also likes to call out people in other divisions. You know what I'm saying? So Aaron clearly is with the shits, dude. She clearly is with the shits. But I just hope that, you know what I'm saying, that she can continue on this momentum, you know what I'm saying? And when those big fights, I mean, she's passed one test, you know what I'm saying? That Andrade fight, as soon as everybody seen that Andrade was replacing, I forgot who it was she was originally supposed to fight, Tyler Santos. You know what I'm saying? Like people were like, oh, and even I was like, oh, this is a different fight. You know what I'm saying? But, Aaron Blanchfield was like, nah, it's my time right now. You know what I'm saying? So if she can keep on that same confidence and stay on that same wavelength, bro, like, and keep fighting up and leveling up to the skill set, to the perceived better skill sets in the opponents that she's facing. Because anybody that she gets put in there with right now, that's in or around the rankings that she's at, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's Maya, whether it's Chukagian, whether it's it is Santos, whether it's Manon, people are automatically going to say to me, you know what I'm saying, the people that I see, I don't think that they would be so gung ho for Aaron in those matchups. Like those are less favorable matchups for Aaron Blanchfield. Those are fights that she can lose. Like she can very well lose to Chukagian. She can very well lose to Tyler Santos or Jennifer Meyer or Manon. You know what I'm saying? Like she can very well lose to those fighters, but she's young and she's hungry, and all we've seen from Aaron Blanchfield is her leveling up. So that's why it's so hard to pick between her and Tyler Santos, because it's like, yeah, like Tyler, I'm expecting Tyler to look solid and be solid, but the only thing I've seen from Aaron Blanchfield is her get better and better and better. You know what I'm saying? Like Aaron Blanchfield is still looking better. Every fight she goes out in, she looks more confident in everything that she does. So that's why it's so conflicting to choose that fight.
Yeah, that's why I think some people get it wrong. Like Aaron might take a loss here or there. I mean, she already has a loss on her record, but I don't think
Right.
she's the type to fall from it. Like she'll get better as a fighter. Like a loss might do her better. But I believe that she is a fighter that can get that belt at some point. It's the same like I said with Lamos. Same thing I said with Lamos. Like Lamos might lose once or twice, maybe, but I think she's got the skills to do it and get there. Look where she's at, man.
Bro, you
So
keep asking everybody how they feel about that fight. How do you feel about that fight?
who?
You know what I'm talking about. Lamos and since you predicted it, how you not know what I'm talking about? Zhang Wei Li and Lamos.
Oh, what do I think about it?
Yeah.
I've already told you, but I think about it, right?
I think you picked Zhang Wei Li, didn't you?
No, I picked Lamos.
Oh, you picked Lamos. Okay, yeah. We the same on that one.
I mean, I picked Lamos because I've been rocking with her.
Yeah, bro. I
Most
wouldn't
of
know who
y'all weren't on that Lamos train. Y'all dogging her out when she lost to Angela Hill. Thought she lost that fight.
yeah, she got dropped. But like,
then y'all dogged out at the Andrade fight, but I was telling y'all she was gonna get there. Y'all didn't believe me, but
um, I don't know, man. I feel like if anybody, I feel like the first person that's gonna get put on their heels in this fight is gonna be Zhang Weili, because I feel like Zhang Weili, which she has every right to be confident in her hands. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she went toe to toe with some of the best strikers in that division. I just feel like she is gonna get into that range with Lemos. You know what I'm saying? And if Lemos, like somebody in the comments said, Lemos hit like a damn man, bro. Like when she
Lolita.
could, yeah, when she hits, you hear it and you damn near feel it. You know what I'm saying? So Lemos is just like it's just she's dangerous, bro. Everything she throws has the worst intentions on it. You know what I'm saying? And Weili too, but Weili not as much though. Like Weili don't sit down on things and generate that kind of power. Like
She like
Weili's
accumulation.
yeah, like but Weili's fast with it though, and Weili didn't incorporated these takedowns. Like Weili has many different sides to her whole skill set. I think she's more well-rounded than Amanda Lemos. I do. I think if she was to get this fight to the ground, she's more well. She'll beat Lemos there. She'll dominate Lemos there, I think. But then again, she's small, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if she'll like dominate because what Lemos has a ground game too. She's pretty good with her jujitsu too. So
Yeah. I
now it
don't know,
depends
man.
on like her like putting her on her back, like putting Lemos on her back and just being able to control that top position because Whaley does have good hip control.
Well, she out grappled Carla,
Yeah,
and her scramble game is good too, because that's how she beat Carla. She scrambled.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And scrambled into a better position than Carla. Carla was slow in the scramble, man. Carla was so confident that takedown was there, which it was, but just Weili scrambling, man. Like Weili was like, no, like she's real squirrely, right? Weili real squirrely.
Let me see. Hold on. There's a comment I read. Oh yeah, Mastermind said he thinks Whaley beats Lemos. I mean, it's a close
It's
fight.
possible.
It's
Yeah.
50-50, definitely, man. All right, easy. He said he had to run. Peace. James
Peace out,
Press
Easy.
said, "Who's going to fight for the vacant title, Rocky or Rocky and Pena?" Probably. I
I
think
would
so.
say Rocky and Pena. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't think
That's
so?
no, I do think so.
Oh
Yeah. I
yeah,
said,
you think
yeah.
so? Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I think so.
they both, I mean, Rocky on that with Juliana beating Amanda Nunes, you know what I'm saying, and being the former champion a fight ago, you know what I'm saying? And then Rocky having fought for the belt, been on a 5-fight win streak across 2 divisions, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, give Rocky the chance to fight again for the belt. How do you think their fight plays out though?
Ooh, man, I don't know. I think Rocky at this point, I think her stand up game is going to be a big factor. I think hers is a little bit cleaner, man, and she could win it standing up, man. I think she could. Like, I think she could win the stand up game, but she has to be aware of getting in clinches with Pena, like in the center of the cage. But I still think Rocky has a good clinch game against the cage.
Yeah, she does.
So Rocky, she has a few things going for her, I think, where she could go in there and win this fight. But yeah, don't ever count out Pena's like dog, man, because like that could be the thing in this fight. Pena might be a little bit fresher. She might be able to physically wear down Rocky. And if she could wear Rocky down, that could be her fight. She could go and get a submission.
And Pena too, man, pressure. She always coming forward too. She always make her opponents think, man, because I went back and watched that Durandamy fight, you know what I'm saying? And even though, Jermaine Durandamy is as dangerous as she is on the feet, you know what I'm saying? But Pena coming forward, fainting and stomping that front foot like that, you know what I'm saying? Like she giving you something to think. Like any one of those stomps, she can actually be shooting, you know what I'm saying? And kudos to fucking Jermaine Durandamy. She was ready for everything that Juliana Pena was coming at her with. You know what I'm saying? But Rocky Pennington, though, I don't know, man. I think Pena can get in there on Rocky, though. I think she can get in there on Rocky.
Think so?
it's just the way Pena approaches people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she's a wrestler, but the way she approaches these strikers, man, like she's weird. Like she doesn't approach these fighters like other grapplers do. You know what I'm saying? Like other grapplers, you know, try to go in here, and I don't know what it is about Pena, but her feints. She's a feint heavy fighter. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Rose. You know, Rose is very feint heavy too. You know what I'm saying? And those feints work, dude. Like they work. And if you let Pena clip you with that left hook,
yeah,
you know,
Aspen was able to get Rocky down. I think what in the third round of that fight. So yeah, if she could like get a clean body lock takedown like that, put her on her back, you know, it might be some problems. But you know, Pena just gotta work that jab against. I mean, not Pena, but Pennington's got to work that jab against Pena, man. Keep her at a distance.
Yeah, that's the only way you beat her, dude. Like if Pena can't close distance, like if she can't get in, you know what I'm saying, and either throw those punches or whatever, like, or grab that body, like, then, you know, at range, you can beat Pena. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like at range. Say that again?
Oh, yeah, I was saying, yeah, all day.
Yeah, you can beat Pena at range, man, but, you know, Pena, you punching her ain't going to stop her from coming forward, though. You're going to have to do something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, just hitting her ain't gonna stop Pena from coming forward. Like, you either got to submit her or something. Like, that's the only way you're gonna stop her, because you ain't gonna knock her out. I don't think Pennington gonna knock her out. You know what I'm saying? Because if it gets scrappy in there, like on the feet, if it gets scrappy, Pena, I'm 100% confident in Pena there. Like any fight, if it gets scrappy, you know, it got scrappy a couple of times in the Jermaine fight when she was trying to close the distance, and you know what I'm saying, Pena just cracked. She was cracking Jermaine. Jermaine was hitting her back, but you know, Pena got some good shots off on Jermaine Durandame in that fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, so if it gets scrappy on the feet like that, I'm okay with Pena doing that, but I don't see Rocky letting it get scrappy, because Rocky don't really let stuff get scrappy like that.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rocky like submitted Pena in this fight, though.
Say that again.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rocky submitted Pena in this fight, really.
Rocky's got good submissions. Like Rocky will go for a submission.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like she'll saying, actually.
Like if she comes running in, it was we're just throwing caution to the wind. Like I could see Rocky, you know, winning both ways, like a submission or on the cards. So it's not like Rocky's going to have her work cut out for her. Like in certain areas, I think she can match certain things that Pena's doing to kind of neutralize her.
But let's put it like this, Combo. Even though Pena's better on the ground and Rocky's better on the feet, they're both still capable of fighting in the opposite place. Like Pena's okay with Pena will strike with you. You know, she's confident in her hands, and Rocky will grapple with you. You know what I'm saying? But I feel
let me ask you this:
Go ahead.
Who's better at that though? Like, is Rocky's grappling better than Pena's striking? I would say so.
I don't think so. I think Pena's had more success on the feet than Pennington's had on the ground. I think she's had more success on the feet, but wherever the fight takes place at, with both of these fighters being well-rounded, somebody is going to be better wherever this fight ends up. You know what I'm saying? If it's on the feet, I feel like Pennington has the edge there. But if it's on the ground, I think Pena has the edge. Or against the cage, I don't know, because Pennington's cage work is good too.
Yeah, it is.
Really good. So I mean that could be where that can be where it's most even. But first of all, me talking about the clinch game so much and fence fighting, I want to give a shout out to Combo for that, because Combo opened my eyes. You opened my eyes to how pivotal it is to fight in the clinch. You know what I'm saying? Like how important it is to have that good clinch game. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't got that clinch game, you susceptible to damage, you susceptible to takedowns, like you susceptible to a lot, you know what I'm saying? And there's a few fights over the years that, ever since you planted that seed in my head, that I've seen, you know what I'm saying? Like prime example, De La Rosa Barber, like Macy Barber exposed that Montana has no cage work. Like her cage work is lacking. You know what I'm saying? And Macy just busted that hole wide open in that fight, dude. Like, you know, it's just
there's there's an art to it, man. There's like a real art to it because it's like in boxing, you know, inside fighting. There's an art to it. People think you just like press shoulder to shoulder, or you just toe to toe with somebody. No,
right.
there's like moments you have to know when to throw so you don't get hit, and you got to know how to feel your opponent's movements just so you can time when to let go. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I was looking at some of DC's fights, and you know, I'm just
Oh, he's
always
the
think that
expert at it, bro.
yeah,
He's
that's
an
like a
expert.
big part of it. All right, hey, real quick, Richie Dogger said Pena's better on the ground. She's stronger, I think. You think she's stronger than Rocky? I think
On the
overall, like
ground,
wrestling wise, yeah, I think she's better in that aspect. But what do you think she's
I
stronger?
wouldn't say she was stronger. I don't think Pena's stronger than a lot of people in the clinch. I think Pena is more explosive. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a lot more explosive when she gets those body lock takedown, those body lock positions, and when she gets to a point where she can actually try to take you down. She's kind of like her and Kat Zingano are very similar in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like they explode very well. They're very physical. You know what I'm saying? Like they're very athletic in that aspect. Like good core strength, and they're very good at exploding. You can tell that they're both takedown, you know, that they're both good in that position, you know what I'm saying? Because they know how to explode and take you down.
Mm-hmm.
You
Man,
know,
Robert Henry said Rose by head kick. I said no, but known by 30-26.
30-20. See, you think she outclasses Rose like that?
She gonna maul her.
I mean, she's got the size. She's got the size and she's got the strength.
Because think about it. We say it might be like the second fight with Joanna and Rose, but Joanna was touching Rose up in that second fight.
Yeah,
So
she was.
can you take that? Can you take that kind of punishment from a 125 pounder?
Well, I think that the biggest thing working against Manon against Rose with the looking at the fights that Rose done been in, especially that second Joanna fight. You know what I'm saying? And a couple other fights that Rose done been in. Rose's speed, man. You know what I'm saying? Rose's speed might be problems for Manon. That's the only aspect that I see Rose giving Manon trouble in. Is like if Manon wants to stand at, I didn't think Manon was going to stand that range with Katlyn Chukagian. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I really didn't, dude. I did not
Like
think.
I told you, I don't think it's gonna be speed though, because Rose don't throw that many shots. It's gonna be her timing.
Because
Quickness, more of quickness.
I wouldn't say speed as far as like throwing punches. Like speed is how Rose moves, like her footwork.
Yeah, that's why I say like quickness, because she makes like quick moves. You know, like when
She's very elusive.
We think speed, you'll think of somebody like Joanna. You know, Rose is more quicker. Like she's like one step ahead sometimes. She can read her opponents, but I don't know, man. She'll carry that. She might carry it up there at 125, but I personally don't think she even like feels it's going to be like a big key into this fight herself. That's why she's like wrestling more and grappling more. You know, I think she's preparing for that plan B. She's gonna be trying to take Manon down, I think, in this fight.
I think that Rose, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like I know Rose is championship level. Like she's a former champion. She's been here. She's done that. She's fought a lot of people. But I do feel like this is a hard touch to come into the division. Like Manon is a hard touch. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe there could have been a better fight for Rose to be introduced to 125. Maybe like I'm not saying that Jennifer Maia is any less of an opponent for.
Oh, no, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Like Maia is not any less of an opponent than Manon. You know what I'm saying? But style-wise, styles make fights. Jennifer Maia is a different style of fighter than Manon. And I feel like that style would have been more favorable for Rose coming into 120, being introduced to 125. Like if it had been Rose versus Maia, then I would say like, okay, yeah, Rose, I got Rose. But Manon, Like Manon is different, bro. Like I give you hell about Manon, and I
No,
say
see, I,
something.
I was saying like I think it would have been better to introduce Rose to like a lesser opponent just off top, like because there was a better title eliminator in Aaron and Manon. You know what I mean? Like in
Yeah,
that aspect.
yeah, like that fight made more sense for the division. You know what I'm saying? Like because if Rose goes in here and beats Manon, then Rose is already at the top. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have to really do much to get in there. You know what I'm saying? But the fight between Manon and Aaron Blanchfield, the winner of that fight would have been that would have been the clear title contender for 120. Like that would have been a clear title shot for whoever won that fight.
I
You
think
know what I'm saying?
I think yeah, I definitely think Rose has a higher boxing IQ. Like pure boxing IQ is higher than Manon's for sure,
Yeah.
definitely. But it's like as far as just like well-rounded striking for 125, we got to give it to Manon because she's been there longer and she's shown some good resistance to getting hit at the weight. Um, she she has cardio for this weight. She's proven that she can fight more than she can fight a 3-round fight.
You talking about
And
Manon?
yeah,
Yeah.
and throw combinations at this weight. So there's still some things that just need to be answered about Rose at this weight. So it's a big step up for her, man. It's a big step up. Um let me see what else am I gonna say about it. It's interesting.
It's tricky, bro. That's a tricky fight.
It really is interesting because it's just the IQ aspect of the striking and the footwork. Like Rose's footwork is going to be a big part of her winning this fight, I think. I think it's going to be a big part of her. And if she can't time side kicks from Manon and she can't step completely out of range to make her miss, it's going to be a long night for her. It's going to be a long night for Rose. If she can't like turn angles and at the same time connect, So, and the thing about Rose, I don't know if like it matters if her power carries up because I think it's more. I don't really think it's just like one hitter quitter power with her. It's like accuracy. I think it really comes down to her. Like she's a damaging puncher, but she's not like knocking everybody out with one punch.
Yeah, I think Manon is going to be able to absorb punches from Rose and handle them better than Rose, unless like I said, unless Rose her timing and she just hits Manon in the perfect spot. You
Right.
know what I'm
That's
saying?
what it's gonna be. Exactly. That's what it is with. Look at the Joanna fight and the Whaley fight. It's whenever she gets complete breathing room and she's comfortable. Like, why do you think she didn't knock Andrade out? Like, she doesn't have pure power like that. She landed on Andrade consecutive times in the first and second fight, but when she's when she's in the when she's in the midst of like of an exchange, there's not like pure power there that's going to
Right,
knock somebody out. It
right.
has to be like creative space, and the fighter has to be waiting, and she has to find that sweet spot. Like Whaley gave her that space, turned her off, man. Joanna gave her that space, left hook land, dropped her. But if if Manon stays in her chest and keeps her moving, then she's not going to be able to land like one shot. But when she plays chess with her, like she did with Chikagan a few times, then that's going to give her that opening to knock her out possibly or hurt her.
I think Rose's game plan is to go in here and not get hit. Because I don't think Rose can hold up to taking clean shots and hard shots by Manon. Because Manon clearly, this is the fight Manon wanted. You know what I'm saying? So Manon is going out here and Rose is a big name. Rose is a former champion. Manon going out here to try to hurt Rose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I just got it. Like everybody that Manon steps in there with, she trying to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? But and Manon gonna try to hurt Rose, and that's the only thing that's what wants to swing me towards Manon is because I don't think Rose can withstand that type of pressure coming from that type of heat coming from Manon.
And then you got to think too, like Jennifer Maya. Remember how she bodied Jennifer Maya against the cage and how she clinched her up? Like, do you really think Rose's first time 125 pounder is going to be able to get out of a clinch with Manon?
If she's squirrely enough, she can. Like if Rose is squirrely enough, she maybe she can, because I do feel like, you know, Rose will be very elusive in this fight, and I do feel like Manon, like once Manon does actually get that clinch, if she's chasing that clinch, like if she actually gets it, like Manon ain't gonna let her go, bro. Like Manon gonna hold her there and try to body her and try to hurt her there. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, on the at range, dude, Rose is just much slicker and much more elusive than Manon. You know what I'm saying? Manon is a good solid striker, but she's not the fastest. You know what I'm saying? And if you,
I think she's
she
fast. I think she can be predictable. That's the thing. Like, I think when you see something over and over, it gets to
loads
be,
up.
yeah, she'll, yeah, she'll load up, but she'll give you the same thing a little bit over and over. Like, it's not really like her being slow. She gives you the same thing sometimes, and that can be kind of like, okay, expected. Like when you see somebody throw different combinations, it's more like, oh wow, you know, oof, their hands is like throwing different,
Yeah.
just different variety, and it's like, oh yeah, that's fast. But she's fast, I think, but sometimes the combination can get a little predictable. That's why I say in this fight here, like with the Rose, like if she plans on throwing anything like that, you're gonna have to make sure Rose is not on balance to, you know, throw a kick or throw a left hook or anything like that, going for that sweet spot, you know?
If Rose had been at flyweight this whole time, like if we knew Rose as a flyweight and not a strawweight, I would clearly pick Rose. Like, because I just feel like Rose, skill for skill, I feel like Rose, and I think the best possibility of where this fight will take place at will be on the feet. I don't know if it'll go. Um, I don't know if it'll. I don't know how willing they'll be to fight each other on the ground. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where it's going to go, if it's even going to go there. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if Rose was a bona fide flyweight, I would pick Rose. But knowing that she's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Manon is, and Manon just big. You know, if Rose had more size, you know what I'm saying, then yeah, I would pick Rose skill for skill over Manon. But unfortunately, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the case here. You know, Manon is settled into flyweight. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I don't know, man. But I hope, you know, I know this is kind of floated around a little bit. But I hope Manon doesn't look tired in this fight.
Yeah, yeah. I think, you know, pushing forward, like I hope she can finish this fight with a lot more energy, because then that's going to say, oh, you know, it'll put a Valentina Grasso fight in question. You know, if she shows any signs of like getting tired here, you know, you can't chase Rose. You know, you can't let a little strawweight moving up tire you out. You know what I mean? You got to go in there and look dominant. A lot of people say the head kick is open, which I think so too. But if I'm saying this,
Manon is susceptible to
hold
head
on a second.
kick.
If I know that's what I'm gonna say. Now, if I'm saying this as and I'm not her trainer, and y'all are preparing for this fight, they better be preparing to avoid a head kick. Because I mean, I'm not even training a fighter. Like, I'm not trained. She's not my fighter, but I'm saying watch out for the head kick. So, do you think they're saying the same thing?
I hope they are. I really hope they are, dude, because almost everybody that Manon's fought, dude, like
All the
she's been,
strikers, all the strikers,
yeah, she's been,
all the elusive strikers, Maya, Chikagan, they'll go for the head kick as soon as she does a quick pullback, you know. So,
and they landed.
and they landed. You know, you can't pull back. Like, her hands have got to be up, and you know she's got to be taking them. She got to be taking them legs out and targeting the body, so she won't try to raise them legs up anymore. You know.
I'm telling you, dude, because dude, when she walked into that front kick from Jennifer Maya, I was like, whoa, like Manon. Like she walked right into it, but Jennifer Maya throws that front kick to the face though. Like she throws it, but dude, when Chukagian caught her with that kick, bro, she stumbled her, bro.
No, the
She's
Maya one, she kind of got the Maya was more of a stumble because she pulled back, like she was pulling back and she caught the foot, like she caught full range length of the foot, and she got stumbled in that second round against the Maya fight. I was like, oh,
and I
Chikagan
think
just put it in
and
the
I think
face, but like she got stumbled in the Maya one. That one was
I
a real
think
stumble.
I think Chukagian stumbled her too, bro.
I don't think she really stumbled her as much, but it might have been more of a shock. But she caught her. She caught her. The
And I
Maya
think
one was
Rose is a
like,
better
whoa,
I think Rose is a better kicker than both of them.
yeah. I don't know. I think Chikagan is a good kicker. I think Chikagan is a good kicker. I think Rose don't let too many go like that. Like that Rose, she's a good kicker, but she don't use them a lot though. You know, when she lets it go, they're good, but when she was in that Wei Lee fight, you know, Wei Lee just gave it to her. Wei Lee gave her that
Yeah, Ray
kick, man.
Whaley did, but not. I don't think Whaley gave it to her, but she set Whaley up though,
That's
because
what I
she was
mean. Like she gave it to
yeah
her because her
she
hands
was
were down, and she kept on like she kept dropping her hands, and she was fighting her at a range, so she kind of gave it to her.
yeah, but Rose was attacking her lower parts though.
Yeah,
Like
Wei Lee
Rose was
was. You know, Wei Lee started the leg kick. You know, Wei Lee was landing the leg kick, and she was getting into a group bounce on her feet, hands down, and then Rose landed like the first kick she threw.
pretty much, pretty much. Like, I don't know, man, but we got some. When it's all said and done, bro, you know how I always say when we get to talking about these fights, bro, we got some interesting fights coming up that we got to pay attention to, bro. So
Man, there's a lot of good fights coming up, dude. From now until September. I mean, yeah. This Grasso Shevchenko rematch, man. I'm ready for it all, man.
you got some good Bellator matchups that have been announced too.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I
Who's
think I saw
Afsaragova fighting?
After Gova versus Justine Kish.
Oh, that's a good fight.
That's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I think After Gova, no man. I think she lost that fight to Alejandra Lara, dude.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she
She
did.
lost that fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they gave it to her. It is what it is. What is it with Bellator giving these? It ain't. I know it's not Bellator. I know it's the commission or whatever, the judges or whoever. But it's like the fighters that don't do a whole lot, they give them the win in these fights. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like, because Afsaragova, man, the second half of that fight, dude, she slowed down.
She
You
slowed
know,
down. She started getting touched, man.
yeah, yeah,
Oh
and
yeah, and Jenna Bishop. You on the lookout for Jenna Bishop. I know she's fighting for Bellator,
yeah,
man.
you told me about her. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I'm on the lookout, bro. I just wish Bellator was just more active, man. They're not very active, so you kind of forget about stuff. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, I'm fucking looking forward to it. So I'm ready.
All right. Well, BJ, I'm about to close this thing out here. We've been
Yes,
on here
sir.
for a minute, man, and I'm good. I'm glad you came through, man. Good conversation. You made some good points tonight, as always, man. So yeah, let's keep subscribing to No Filter MMA, man, and we gotta get to 1,000 over here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I appreciate all of y'all that came through once again for those two big interviews I had, man. I got some more stuff in the pipeline for you. Y'all know I like to interview the women, but it seems like the men are more
Yeah.
are more ready to come on and talk. You know what I'm saying? And I'll talk to them. So y'all
I,
know I'll talk to anybody.
I
So,
love I love the Austin Hubbard interview. I watched it again, man.
bro, Austin
Sometimes
Hubbard,
I just turn them interviews on when I be driving, man, and I'm a bigger fan of him now, man.
bro, he is the most humble dude. I'm telling you, bro, like and his willingness to come on and let me document his journey through the Ultimate Fighter, bro. Like, to me, I'm like, dude, I talked to him off camera. I said, bro, you didn't have to do that, bro. You don't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? I said, but I really do appreciate you. He was like, man, a lot of people don't hit me up for interviews. You know what I'm saying? He was like, so when somebody asks to interview me and wants to talk to me and share me on their platform, he's like, man, I'm down. And I'm like, shit, dude. Like, I'll take it up anytime. Anytime you want to come on, bro. Like, I hope he wins this thing, bro. Because it'd be crazy if he wins this thing. You know what I'm saying? But apparently, some footage has leaked from next week that says it ain't Austin Hubbard, but it's saying that McGregor's team loses again, bro. But that shit eating McGregor up, bro. Like,
Man,
I'm watching it.
Before you said that, I was about to say 0-5, man.
Bro,
I'm loving this season. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm loving it because I want to see Chandler whoop McGregor now, and I'm loving that. His team is killing him.
Bro, his team is eating McGregor up, dude. And McGregor, he's mad. This week, he was mad because the fight didn't go 3 rounds. I'm like, dude, come on, man. It's the Ultimate Fighter. It's always been 2 rounds unless it's 1-1, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I did kind of agree with him saying that, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fight should be 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them.
He just saying that because his team ain't prepared, man. Like, you gotta come in there prepared to win. Because if you're gonna win, if you plan on being dominant anyway, you don't need a 3rd round.
That's true. Yeah, man. I ain't arguing with you there. You're right. You're right, bro.
Man, he could go somewhere with that. He just ain't a good trainer, man. I would tell him that too. I mean, you're a good fighter, but you ain't training nobody, man. So, man, getting these look at all these all these prospects getting the L's handed them, man. Like,
bro, these veterans wasn't playing. Austin Hubbard said, he told me, he said, man, he said when I got this opportunity, because a lot of people feel like he was cut prematurely. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, this opportunity, man. He was like, I wasn't coming in here to play with these young boys. You know what I'm saying? He's like, these young boys come in with a chip on their shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Especially, and I told him, I said, man, you should have said this. I said, you got to save this for the next time that you fight, man. The next time you come on after your fight, bro. Because he was saying like the chip on the shoulder that the guys got from, the young guys, the newbies got from being on Team McGregor, bro. They had chips on their shoulders, you know what I'm saying? And he was like the most important. We're going to dive into more of Michael Chandler as a coach, you know what I'm saying? Because he was saying that Michael Chandler, man, he was like, he taught everybody, you know what I'm saying? Be humble, you know what I'm saying? Be humble, you know what I'm saying? Just go out here and do what you got to do. We know this situation sucks. You don't have a phone. You don't have TV. You don't even have music. You don't have nothing, or books, or the only book that you can have in there, is religious text. You know what I'm saying? And some of them boys ain't reading that. You know what I'm saying? Them boys, stripped away of everything. You know what I'm saying? But he was just like the coaching of Michael Chandler and the words of Michael Chandler, and how often they seen Michael Chandler. You know what I'm saying? He was like, Michael Chandler came to the house. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of like, had sit downs with the team, you know what I'm saying? And just, just gave them that reassuring talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, guys, we know this sucks, but look at, we got to look at long term, you know what I'm saying? And McGregor's not doing it. I have not seen McGregor at one of the weigh-ins, bro.
No, man.
That's wild, dude. Like, dude, you're not there when your fighter weighed in.
He wasn't even there to discuss the catch weight business. Remember that?
Right? Yeah, dude. Like, where are you at? Where are you, dude? Like, these guys are gonna be looking like the season before with Juju and them, dude. You know what I'm saying? Even though Amanda to me wasn't the best coach, they looked at Amanda for guidance and advice. You know what I'm saying? They looked at Pena for especially Juliana Pena, bro. They looked at
Pena. Yeah, Ronnie Reed said Pena was a great coach. Yeah, Pena's a great coach, man.
And dude, Pena never missed a beat with her fighters, bro. Neither one of them did. Amanda didn't either. Never missed a beat. They was at everything that them fighters did. They were there.
Hey, when Pena got them glasses on, man, she ready to work, man.
Bro, Pena with the glasses, I love it.
I love glasses. She's like the mother out there, man. Like, she be looking after her fighters, man. I be, whenever she's there, I be like, yeah, this is a good trainer right here, man. She could train anybody, man.
Bro, whenever she decides to hang it up, I see Juliana fighting for a good 3 or 4 more years. You know what I'm saying? But whenever Juliana hangs it up, dude, that's her right there. She already commentates for Combate. You know what I'm saying? She's got that side hustle already down. But coaching, bro, like, she could slide right into that spot, dude. You know what I'm saying? She could slide right into that slot and keep it going because she's a great coach, bro. And another thing too, her voice cuts through all the noise, dude. Like it's so crazy how Julie.
Yeah, like whenever the fights are going on,
bro,
like that's all you hear, man.
Dude, Juliet Opinion's voice is she got like 3 different voices, bro. I'm telling you, when she's screaming, it's like this little nasally little voice, dude. Like it's so funny, bro. It's so funny. But yeah, dude, like that's what she needs to go to that because I'm gonna stop ranting, bro. I'm gonna stop rambling. I haven't done a podcast this week, so I'm verbal diarrhea, bro.
That's
But
all good. It's all good.
one thing that Pena does is she focuses. She takes a little bit of what she does. Like she focuses on her strengths in fights. You know what I'm saying? Like what she does well, she sticks to it. And she also brings that out of those fighters that she was coaching. The things that they do well, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what she tells them. Like she never tried to make anybody different than what they came in with.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like she just makes you better at what
she just made it better. Bingo. Yes.
Yeah.
She just made it
real
better.
Quick, FC said, thank you for y'all's analysis and comments, guys. So
hey, FC, man, appreciate you listening, bro. The only thing we ask y'all to do is listen and hit the like button, bro. That's and comment. That's it. Yep. It's easy. It's easy to be subscribed to my channel and Combo's channel and Coach's channel and WMMA Scene now. Like it's easy to be subscribed to our channel. So you may get a little bit of controversy from me or me running my mouth or whatever, but that's just me, bro.
Yeah, man. Like I was going back to saying real quick on the Tough House, man. I gotta wait a minute. Did I finish this last? What'd you think of Brad Katona, man? Like his attitude, man.
Bro, I I was getting Lauren Murphy vibes, bro.
Were you?
I was getting Lauren Murphy vibes. You know what I'm saying? And I get that's like a weird situation. You know what I'm saying? Like because the other season of The Ultimate Fighter that Brad Katona was on, he always had that chip on his shoulder that he trained under McGregor and Kavanaugh. You know what I'm saying? Like that was his thing. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm sure when he came into the Tough House and heard that Conor was going to be a coach, he automatically assumed, he was hoping that Conor was going to be his coach, dude, but didn't turn out like that. You know what I'm saying? It didn't turn out like that. But I do think it's for the lightweights, bro. I do think it's going to boil down to Brad Katona and Austin Hubbard. I do that's what I'm projecting. I'm pretty good at predicting tough. Like the last couple of seasons of Tough, I've been spot on about who I think was going to come through with it. You know what I'm saying? Like last season, I said it was either going to be Claire Guthrie or Juliana Miller. You know what I'm saying? Like those two just kind of stuck out. Austin Hubbard, I'm biased because, he's been on the channel, but Austin Hubbard is a solid fighter, man.
I think he's shown some, I think out of the most, like Roosevelt Roberts, I'm a fan of him. I think he stepped his game up and shown more of what he can do. But I think Austin Hubbard, we got a chance to see well-rounded skills because his fight went, longer. His fight went longer.
Yeah, dude. And he's just so confident to go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And another thing about him too is like he's aware. Like he knows that in a couple of those fights that he had in the UFC, he didn't pull the trigger enough. You know what I'm saying? He just kind of was okay with just, I'm just going to go out here and just be a better fighter than you. But now he's realizing I got to pull this trigger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got to try to finish these guys. You know what I'm saying? And he's kind of like that touch volume guy. And like, if he touches you, then he'll start to throw with power. If he catches you good, he'll pour on the pressure and the power. You know what I'm saying? But now he's starting to believe in his power and sometimes lead with the power instead of having the power kind of waiting to come out. You know what I'm saying? He's just evolving, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's been through a lot, dude, in the past couple of years since he got cut, dude. He lost his brother, was facing financial issues. Like this dude has been through a lot, man. And he smiles and he keeps going. You know what I'm saying? So much respect for Austin Hubbard for sure. But I think it'll boil down to Brad Katona and Austin Hubbard.
Shoot, man. Like if you feel like that, man, me and you ought to go in and sponsor him sometime, man. Like he needs sponsors like that.
Yeah, dude. Like absolutely, bro. Like For sure. I'm down with that. You know what I'm saying? Put some links. So, this is the whoever, for sponsor, we're going to do something for them. You know what I'm saying? Give them something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure. But we appreciate the love for sure, man. Like, and subscribers, we do this shit for y'all, man. We do this shit. For me, I'm a little selfish because I like to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I put it out there for everybody. We put all our content out here for y'all. So we appreciate y'all too. For sure. Like I may come at you, James. Me and you may butt head, James. Zaman, we may butt heads. I may tell y'all, you know what I'm saying, to stop putting words in my mouth, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But we all here for the same reason. And it's because we love the sport and we like to talk about it. So, and we're going to continue to do that. Ain't neither one of us going nowhere anytime soon. So, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. Man. Shoot, just like, if I'm talking about Casey O'Neill, I'm just joking.
Here we go.
I'm just messing.
Damn, here we go. It was all going good till you had to start your shit. You know what I'm saying? And Combo, I seen what you did. I see what you do, bro. Like you do it.
Oh,
you do it on your pre-recorded videos. So you can't get some kind of real-time response. Like I know
what you're talking about. I don't know nothing about that.
Bro, I pick up on it. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to start throwing some digs at Combo because I'll get a notification that you uploaded something. So on the way to work, you know what I'm saying, in the morning, I got like a 30-minute drive to work. So that's enough time for me to listen to stuff. And I just get to listen, when you be talking about like the landscape of 125, dude, you will straight up leave Casey O'Neill out of that. You won't even say her name in the whole video, bro.
I don't remember, man. I thought I gave her some props, man.
Nah, you ain't giving.
Robert Henry said King Casey. Yeah, King Casey. We giving Casey props, right, man?
Man, you ain't giving Casey the props she need, bro.
Look, if she go in there and beat Viviana Araujo, I'm gonna give her even more props than I've been giving her.
Yeah, man. I dude, this whole banner is fun, dude. I love it. James says I'm responding, having fun. I just can't ignore it. We know, James, any opportunity you get, you got to go for it, bro. Any opportunity you get to come at me, you're going to do it. It's okay. But yeah, dude, like, I think maybe before this is my closing thoughts, man. I think that as exciting as flyweight still is, I think that 2024 might be the year for 135 pounds. And the reason I say that is because, especially if Juliana, first of all these new signees, somebody gotta be exciting out of these signees that they've got. Somebody gotta be exciting. But I think if Juliana Pena winning the belt, if she wins the belt, it's good for the division because Pena's the heel. You know what I'm saying? Like she's the real heel at 135, and her having the belt. As much as people hate her, they're going to watch and they're going to want to see Juliana Pena, you know what I'm saying, win. And I think Juliana Pena can turn her perception that people look at her. I think if she was to get the belt and defend the belt, because people are going to be watching to see her lose at first, kind of like Izzy. You know what I'm saying? Like people are going to be waiting on her to lose. And if she can defend this belt 3 or 4 times and hold on to this belt, it could really put some eyes at 135. Then people are going to start looking at 135, like who can challenge Pena. Like then the conversation starts to rev up at 135. Like I feel like the key to the division being popular is a dominant champion. You know what I'm saying? Because I like 115 it's exciting, but it's not super exciting to me because the belt keeps changing hands. You know what I'm saying? 125 got exciting to us because we were all trying to figure out who the fuck is going to beat Valentina Shevchenko. So the division, that forced the division to elevate. Amanda Nunes being champion, like, she just wasn't, to me, she's just not that, like, her fights were exciting, but other than that, that was it. Like, we need somebody that's going to be like, you know what I'm saying, like Pena at 135 to really breathe life into that division. You know what I'm saying? With her trash talk, you know what I'm saying? And her going out there, her post-fight speeches when she wins, like in the octagon, saying shit like, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers, like shit like that. Like Pena, to me, can really breathe some life in the 135. Pennington, not so much. Pena, yes.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah. I think sometime in like 2024, I'm gonna go out and say maybe towards the end of 2024 because I want to see more matches being made. Maybe like
Yeah,
mid 2024, uh, possibly in 2025, it might be at a better place. But strawweight, like you were saying, belt jumps around and all the fights have been made and a lot of people are out.
yes,
So I think pretty much is not done, but it's kind of hit its point until the new girls come in.
yeah.
But I
Out of
got
all of these new girls, who are you most excited about?
for strawweight,
Fly, bantamweight.
bantamweight. I like the Lisboa girl that beat Jessie Jess.
Okay,
I like her so far, and I like the Jamie Lynn Horton. I like both
okay,
of them so far. But that girl Jacqueline, the one they just signed,
yeah.
I think she's gonna be interesting. I'm the one they just signed. I'm keeping an eye on her. You said you like Eileen Perez, right?
And hell no, hell, and I never said. You know, I ain't never said that.
I
I ain't
thought you
never
did.
said I like no Eileen Perez.
Robert Henry said, "Let just keep talking. The next 3 hours will fly by." Man, I'm hungry, man.
Yeah, me too. I got to get off here, bro.
I'm
Y'all ain't
hungry.
gonna get my time like that now.
No, but I'm gonna catch you in your next one, BJ. You do one of them noon ones. You be hitting that morning on Saturdays on point.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna try. Well, I have to work tomorrow, so I won't be on early. But
Okay.
I'll probably get on Sunday morning to talk about what happened because I think Saturday night is going to be pretty interesting. So
Yeah.
uh, yeah,
Prelim
we'll
start at 4. Don't forget they
yeah,
start at 4.
prelim start at 4. Yep, I'll be sitting right in front of the TV, just getting out the sauna because I get off early this Saturday. So I'm gonna come home, get a quick little sauna session in, and then I'll be sitting right in front of my TV ready for it, bro.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. All right, Combo, I'm out, man.
All right, man. Later.
Peace out.
All right, y'all. Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to my man BJ there. BJ from No Filter MMA. Get him to 1,000, man, because he be doing good interviews. Be having some good conversations with them fighters. Like I said, the most recent interviews, they just get better and better, man. So yeah, shout out to him. Robert Henry, what's up, man? He said you should have ate a medium pizza like I did. Man, I ain't eat nothing yet, man. I gotta go eat something. I got to eat something, man. But shout out to all y'all that stuck around to hear us talk. Um, and I gotta go back and listen now, BJ, man. You said I ain't never mentioned Casey O'Neill. Dang, it's like that. I thought I mentioned her a few times, man. Oh, but yeah, I'm getting up out of here, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe here and over there. Dang, BJ, he can't eat pizza no more. Now, I can still eat pizza, man. He said getting old. I can still eat pizza, man. Get you some peppermint tea or some, something to keep it down, BJ. Peppermint, no, or ginger tea, something that keep it down, that keep that heartburn down. But yeah, hit that like. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. Maybe I'm gonna see if I do some fight companions and something like that for this Gatto Lipski fight. I'm still going with Gatto, man. Appreciate it, Brian. He's a great stream. I caught most of you. I was trying to referee between Robot and James. And man, we thought you was coming in, Brian. We saw your little link pop up, then you disappeared. You got to get that. You got to get off that Apple 89 internet, man. Yeah, Robert Harris said he about to make some mint tea right now. Yeah, I'm gonna make some. I gotta make some tea. Lolita said good night. Appreciate everyone. All right, good night. And Robot Chickens, appreciate that, man. Hold on, where was he at? He said still and like this beautiful channel. Appreciate that, man. Apple 89, yeah. He had like two connections come in. I was like, Brian got 2 devices connected. And he disappeared on both of them. So we'll catch you in the next one, man. I'm out later. Peace.